Why?
Wow, you flubbed that pretty bad.
I literally hit the corner of it. I got a rose. I don't know. I hate doing that because sometimes if it's been a while since I played the spirit board, I'll start freaking myself out, and that's what happened, boys and girls. I didn't freak myself out. We're live, aren't we?
As of like right now, yes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm back. He's back. We're all back.
Yeah.
Back.
You just keep talking while I get the
Back
Where?
again. Oh, go back.
Is it in downloads? I know I saved this.
Did you make it yourself?
No, Sam did.
Did you give him a bit of a profit?
We don't make profits.
Exactly.
Well, I guess I go to Discord because he probably... Yeah, I thought I downloaded all these. How the heck did I get the... Or did I only download the one that I was using? Like, no, I swear I downloaded all of them.
DLC spirits. Oh my. Look at all these news. Anyway.
I'll just do this one for now. Save Smash 4. Did I really not?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Oh, look at this. The last time we streamed was my birthday. It's my birthday.
That actually does sound correct, doesn't it?
It does. It is. It's because
Smash
we waited till midnight.
Brothers Ultimate.
Brothers? Smash Brothers?
And then I just gotta put some, tag in the description so you can keep going.
Okay.
Some Smash Brothers.
Have
You never heard Smash Brothers?
Somebody posted a picture of them getting a Nintendo Switch from Wish.com. And someone said someone's about to play Superb Destroy Family. Well, folks, if you remember, let's play some Superb Destroy Family, or Brethren. So as you all remember last time,
I'm just gonna put Pokemon.
It's
gonna be Pokemon.
It's gonna be Pokemon. All right, we're playing Pokemon, ladies and gentlemen.
There's always Pokemon, and
we last made it all the way to the maze.
I was wondering. I was like, why are those symbols still there? You definitely beat those.
Which ones?
The swirly bits.
The
But
swirly
no, that's
bits?
why there's the stars next to them, because you cleared them.
We beat the swirly bitch. Hey, it's Kitty. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, let's enter the maze and see what we find. First of all, Orbulon.
Yeah, who doesn't love Orbulon?
I enjoy Orbulon.
He's not bad. Oh, it's Tapu Koko.
Tapu Koko.
Maybe I'll put the if you're gonna jump up here, I'll put the description in later. I don't think anybody clicks on a video because the description's good.
I click on it if there's a good description. If there's something that
don't
says...
even say that. Yeah, see the description typically.
If you click here... Oh, not him. Oh, for the love of God.
It's Starman.
Get away from me.
One of the many Starmen.
There we go.
Okay.
Can't stand Starman.
AI.
I'm sorry for anybody that heard that in the Earthbound community, but it's...
I mean, they're the bad guys, so that's probably fine.
I don't know how this works.
Yeah, he keeps on, like, butt slamming ya.
Hot.
So you probably don't want to be underneath him.
Are you sure?
Me too. What's with you? What is with you? So...
He's talking to his cat, ladies and gentlemen, not about Mewtwo.
Actually, yeah, Mewtwo's on screen right now. Well, you killed that Mewtwo. You killed Orbulon.
What's wrong with you, Mewtwo? It's the cat he's talking about. It's the cat.
Yeah, goodness, she just woke up again.
Hi, Mewtwo. All right, folks. The rocket belt.
Yeah, knowing her and Lucina will probably be up like all night.
No.
Hopefully not being terribly noisy, because I do need to sleep.
Sleep is good for the soul. Oh, look, we're ironing it up. Let's see what's over here. The bullet bill. Ooh, Tapu Koko. That's a bee.
That's a zinger. Oh, yeah. But yeah. So you grabbing either Scarlet or Violet?
Oh, come on now. You can't just go right into Pokemon after that little bit you pulled. That's a zinger. He walked right into that.
It's a zinger.
Oh, that was almost a zinger.
Do you want me to start, like, doing the... I think that's what they called the one pitch in Chowder. It's the zinger! But I don't know if you're a Chowder fan.
Chowder. I watched it every now and then when it was here. And
Yeah, I really like Chowder.
I don't like bullet bills.
This one's like actually really easy to beat. Just grab them before they do, and then just ram them. And I think you can kill them like one hit.
Wow, that
Concentrate.
seems awfully cheap.
Concentrate. Yeah, no, just concentrate on items on some of these.
I had it first. Thank you. Well,
You're gonna want to aim.
Haha! You tried. I beat this when I played it before.
Yeah, did you completely clear out the map when you did
Yep.
it? Oh, that's cool.
I told you. Never mind. Oh wait.
You
They
SD'd.
stole my thingy. I need to change the party. Hold on here, folks. Hold on a
faster
second,
character
folks.
will probably get you more mileage.
That's not what I'm even talking about.
Oh. Alolan Executor. Everybody's favorite. He's a dragon.
That's a big old neck, though.
Okay, so are you doing Scarlet or Violet, or neither?
I have not a clue yet.
Okay.
That's.
Are you planning on picking one of them up though? I guess is what I'm saying.
I have no
The new
idea.
Pokemon.
I know.
The new, well, just in case anybody watches the VOD, I guess I should say.
The VOD. Ooh. You got mine now. Ha
Oh, she's running.
Oh, she running.
Oh, nice.
There we go. I don't know. I mean, so far I've survived the great Arceus flood of 2021, 2.
What you're saying that you resisted the urge to pick it up or whatever?
I did. I don't get as much time. I mean, in this chapter of my life, I don't get much time to sit down and rock video games as much as I want to.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I gotta do something that I can pick up and put it down, pick it up, put it down. I know what people are saying right now.
That is kind of Pokemon in a way.
That's exactly what they're saying. Like, I knew where this was headed. They're gonna be like, oh Lord, give me something with. Oh, they're gonna cheat me out. Is that how this is gonna work? I need to fix that. Okay, you know what? Hold on a second here. I'm going to choose the party. First time in my life, I'm going to choose the party. There we
Your
go.
fire weakness is up. But yeah, anyway. To answer the obvious question, I am going to pick up Sprigatito on Violet version, and Sam said that I guess he's just going to get Scarlet so that we have like one of each, and he'll get Quaxley.
I was going to say, I appreciate the duck.
Yeah, I really like the duck too. I don't hate the fire one, the pepper crocodile or whatever it is.
The pepper crocodile. That's a mighty bit of seasoning there.
But it doesn't like, really grab me like the other two do.
Yeah, I think I'm more for either duck or Sprigatito.
Well, Sprigatito shall be mine.
Why am I getting it? Oh, I don't think I... Is this yours?
What?
Your wife feet?
Oh, yeah, that's mine.
I think when I reset my phone, it
Do you need me to type in the password?
Go for it. Have at it.
It's been a little while since I've needed to, but I believe it is.
I was like, why is that popping up all of a sudden? And I'm getting a phone call. From Cairo, Georgia. It's the southern Egypt.
Huh. Why are there extra letters here? Did you...
Not I, said the cat. And suck it.
I don't know what it's doing, but you're gonna have to get me back into that because it went into a search instead.
Search? Oh, that's
yeah,
good.
I don't know.
That's weird. Anywho, if you're watching us right now and you have yet to hit that like button, subscribe button, or anything like that, even if it's the VOD, do it. Do it now. Do it.
Let's see. So my networks. Oh, it's saying that it's
There you go, champ.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, and the fog has cleared. Oh, look, I'm at the resort. Oh, look at that. They couldn't make it the Walt Disney World Resort, so they had to put at least one extra pool there, so it doesn't like Mickey.
Well, I think you're good.
That works. Yep.
I think you're good.
All right. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel.
You just need to get the thing from.
It's my waifu.
Oh, okay.
It's my waifu. I have to beat my waifu. Oh no, I get my wife. Oh no, I do have to beat my waifu. 15.
You don't have her. Yeah, you don't actually have her unlocked in this one yet. Anyway, she's gonna use her big star.
Wow. She timed that beautifully. I have to give her that.
Her big dumb star.
Hey.
Now she's invincible. Her final smash is not good.
Get away from me, you demon cherry. Oh.
Anyway.
Wow, that was very mean. I didn't like any of that.
If you have 30 minutes and $0, you can get the demo for Kirby's whatever the other one. Yeah, whatever the new one is. Kirby New Frontier. Land. Oh yeah, I think you're right. Forgotten Lands. New Frontier. I think no. Sonic Frontiers is That's what I'm confusing this.
Why would you wait till I get over you? Get me out of this circle of.
But yeah. I played it earlier today. It's fun.
I was about to be like, what do you mean $30 minutes and no dollars?
It took me. Yeah, it took. It's a free demo. Assuming that you have a Switch anyway. There is that little prerequisite.
Seeing the fact that I'm currently playing on my Switch.
Yeah. And then, beyond that, she's going to do the thing again.
Get away from me! Take that! And that.
Why are there Kirby's here? Are they supposed to be the Pinatas or whatever they're called?
Well, that was cute. I did this pretty quickly when I played this. This one I could have remembered pretty quickly.
I'm sure everybody believes you.
I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad everyone believes me. Thank you all for believing in me. I want to thank God, my family. I want to thank my dog. She waits till I jump. No, get away! Quit trying to pull me in. What is this? Gravity? Gravity Falls?
No, that's how Zelda's works. Aye.
Wow, this is all incredibly bullcrap.
I mean, it's a legend. It's supposed to be difficult for no damn reason.
What? This is a legend?
Yeah, it's a legend. It's like the highest ranked spirit.
How did I get through this so fast?
Sometimes you do just get like really lucky, and it's like, oh, okay. It's like you trip somebody and they fall in just the right way that it snaps their neck, you know?
Oh, that's a little scary. It's like to also let everyone know that apparently I got a big boy controller.
Yeah, your own.
My own. Aha! You killed your own baby. Take that.
Oh, you only need to kill her. That's cool.
Yeah, it's even made harder.
The Pinatas don't matter.
Ah, she messed up when she lost her baby. Government came and took my baby. How's that ice?
It's cold.
All I hear is. I was like, oh wait, he's eating the ice.
Yeah, I'm sure this does something for somebody.
Is that the kink people like? Ooh,
there's a lot of people in the world. Like pretty much anything is a kink to somebody.
Well, somebody told me I should start doing videos of feet and
That's an idea.
No, feeding each other bananas.
Feeding each other bananas
with our feet.
That's
interesting. Never objected to an idea so fast in my life. I don't even like bananas that much, let alone feet.
I like bananas. Well, sometimes.
I like them in
He's gonna drop that on you.
I like them in oh, Jesus.
He's gonna hit you with the cannon. Nope, he's not.
Nope. I like them in smoothies. But I just do not like outright just... I think I'll have a banana. I mean... I can't even eat apples. Without breaking out into Snow White a little bit.
But yeah, back
Under
to...
two!
Yeah.
It's the Osu
I'm
Tatake.
going to... Oh, it's a
Owen
series, huh?
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just going to assume it's a Japan-only thing.
Osu Tata.
Yeah, I think if we turn up the
Tatake?
music, it's some, like, really, really anime-sounding bullshit.
Darn
Which, you
anime.
know what, is fun from time to time. I'm not even going to be like, oh, this.
Like, we know exactly what that is. Hey, anybody got a Google search? I can't be in that group because they show their midriffs. My midriff ain't working.
Pom-poms.
Yay! I hate to beat small, defenseless mayors of towns, but...
They're not mayors, they're assistants.
Oh.
You never played a freaking...
You know how long it's been since I played this game? I forgot she's not the mayor. Everyone loves Isabel, so I assume she was the mayor. I forgot she's not the mayor. She's the assistant to the mayor.
Since when have elected officials ever been popular?
I would like to answer that question, but I don't want to. That's right. Turn on the ice chewers.
I'm only going to be able to do this for so long.
I got a cup right here if you want some of that.
Yeah.
Oh, is this the one where you can't swim? I should change that setting.
It's fine. Just kill...
Upon this rock, I murder the ice climbers. Get over here.
Just kill the plesiosaur.
Alright, get over here. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Take that.
Oh, okay. You killed.
I murder them.
You killed either the children or diminutive adults. I'm not really sure.
You know what? Either way. LeVar Burton once said.
Oh. For some reason I thought it was Krusty Sean.
Wow.
We know it's Sheldon.
Calling Sean Krusty here. Give me that back shield. We'll go against, I guess.
He's a horseshoe crab.
Sheldon.
Uh-oh.
Against
There's 4 of
two.
them.
Yeah, this was a fun one, I think. I remember this one. Oh, no, wait. Wait. Oh, yeah, I do. I remember this one. Yeah, y'all thought you could shoot me in the back. Look at that. I had it first.
Miss.
First.
There were 4 of them, and you missed all 4.
No, I didn't. One's behind. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
Oh, you made it back.
Is that a
I
banana?
don't think they've announced when Splatoon 2 specifically... Well, Splatoon 3, I should say, specifically coming out.
You mean the pots and pans music?
That's specifically Salmon Run. Weird how effective it is just throwing.
Come on.
Throwing what's
Why?
left over with the thing.
There you go. There you go. Who here likes some mushroom soup? Wham.
Unfortunately, I don't think reverse controls really affects the computers.
Computers? Hey, what's this? What's this? Oh, Jesus.
Come
Have some
on,
of
you
this.
just need
Have some of that. And some of this.
the bi-speckled one.
Oh, thank
Or
you.
you could shoot him.
Nah, I want to do this the right way. I'll shoot him with the drill. Wham! Oh,
Wow, that almost worked. And
I
then you
win!
slashed him right in his head.
Sheldon, you're mine now. After slashing countless squid people. Is this how Squid Games work? Is this Squid Game?
I still don't have Squid Game.
You still haven't watched Squid Game? Oh, have it or watched it?
I haven't seen it. No.
Oh, wait, let's go back
I
and
wish
do
I
some
could show you
shopping.
things.
I mean, it was not. You have Netflix?
Yeah. Yeah.
They just came out with a new one for the people that did Squid Games. It's called All of Us. Or is it? I forgot how it goes. See, I don't think I want that. I'll take this.
Is it a zombie one?
Yeah,
I saw that pop up and I was like, oh, that looks like it could be fun, but like, you know.
it's an interesting concept.
A zombie apocalypse? Where
Well-
in a school?
Well, yeah, that works.
I've literally never seen that before.
Oh, for the love of God, we get it. We get it.
Unless you're gonna tell me that there's some Tiggle anime biddies.
What?
High School of the Dead.
There is no Tiggo biddies in this.
Then why do people watch it?
Because people now just like to sit in front of TVs for God knows how long and just...
Yeah, that does remind me. They took off the thing, like a bunch of Marvel stuff from Netflix.
Well, that's because I'm very sure they all went to Disney.
Yeah, they did, and I don't have Disney, and there was like 2 shows I was supposed to watch still from like the Marvel stuff. I needed to watch Punisher.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Colin.
I need to watch Punisher and like the last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just because I watched every other season of Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., even though it was like very okay. It was one of those odd shows that like I wasn't like super enthralled by it like ever. Because it's like, well, this is just Marvel but less interesting, but I watched like every season. Just like, I think it was mostly just because of how interconnected everything was, where it's like, well, I gotta watch it. If I don't watch it, then you know, like the next Thor movie will come out, and I'll be like, but who is this person, or why is this like that? And you know, like nothing ever mattered. I don't think there was ever a Marvel movie where they're like, golly gee. This thing certainly happened, and it was very much worth watching all of the episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just for it. It was like, yep, that was like a big waste of my life.
Hey, hiya, kitty. Hiya.
Settlements used to be my favorite Pokemon.
It's my favorite Pokemon, right next to Haunter. I just saw a video the other day. It's, Haunter, use curse, and all of a sudden Haunter just was bleeped for the next 2 minutes, and there's a Caterpie that's just sitting there and just oh my God. And,
I think I've seen that.
It's lowly more and just like, oh my God, I don't like it. Like, well, that's that Caterpie's pretty therapy.
At least it's not a mean Pokemon. They did. Somebody put together this like Pokemon of the Year thing or whatever you wanted to call it. I don't know. It was like a Pokemon award, so like the year, right? Guess what the Pokemon of the Year
Pokemon
was?
trainer?
No.
There we go.
No, just one of those like of all the things you could have made it. Why?
What? Was it the trash bag?
You do not talk shit on Trubbish. Trubbish is adorable. His hands are turds. Garbodor, I could take or leave, but Trubbish.
Was it the chandelier with the flames on it, or the sandcastle?
Who doesn't love Chandelure?
Or the 40-year-old drawn Pikachu?
Oh, if you don't like Mimikyu, then you suck.
The 40-year-old drawn Pikachu. So we went to a school the one day and we just asked the kids, draw what you think Pikachu looks like, and this is what we got.
Do you know Mimikyu's deal, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool.
I find it funny sometimes just to say things to you.
I did think it was like fake the first time I saw it, but then they explained it's like, oh, okay, that does kind of make sense. Plus, it's part fairy, and I like fairy.
Once you're inside of it, it beats you the heck up.
I like all but... I'm trying to think. There's one fairy that I dislike, and I feel like there's one more that I'm kind of like, I don't really like it all that. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I actually do not like Zacian. I think that's the only fairy that I actively dislike. And then that one... You know, like the one thing that I called in Legends Arceus and like the tornado that was pink?
Yes.
I don't much care for that one either. An Amorous.
Oh, okay. I don't get the concept of that. Oh, because it's in love, so it's
very...
Oh, that's how you can hear that next thing. Oh, look at the precious baby. Okay.
It's either a teardrop or thing of spit or...
I meant the cat, but that works too.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
But
anyway.
look at the teardrop baby. Oh god, this level. Jesus, why?
I think I lost my train of thought. I was talking about fairy Pokemon, but I think there was something before that.
I don't know. All I know is you didn't like Enamorous.
I didn't like super care, but I've never really liked the freaking like whatever you want to call them, the forces of nature. I don't know.
Who likes the forces of nature? There we go.
You killed the child.
I've slaughtered the baby turtle.
You've killed him. But yeah,
I've slaughtered him. I've thrown him in the trash, and I said, "Get this turtle."
Bidoof. Bidoof was the Pokemon of the year.
Okay, well I can see that.
I don't like Bidoof.
Why not?
It's just a dumb little thing, and it's like a
I don't think you
meme
like
answer.
any of the cute little cuddly little things out there. Like Pikachu, you don't like, right?
I don't really like Pikachu. He's fine.
But
I
you like the 6 foot tall looking grass thing. That's a fairy.
Which one are you talking about?
Gardevoir.
That's Psychic Fairy.
Ah, see, look. Oh, you're getting a little upset with me, ain't you?
My 3 favorite Pokemon are all Psychic Fairy.
I bet you are. I mean, I bet they are.
Gardevoir, Rapidash, Hatterene. But anyway, the point is,
It's a fork.
freaking Bidoof.
Bidoof.
It's like a freaking meme answer.
Bidoof. Come on now, Bidoof is cute and cuddly and funny.
I don't much care for it.
And he's got big buck teeth.
I don't care for it. I like a lot of Pokemon that people like, shit on. I don't think I realized how many people dislike Vanillux.
Oh, the ice cream?
It's not ice cream.
What is it then?
It's an icicle that just happens to look like ice cream. The vanilla part of it is actually powdered snow.
Well,
It's sentient icicle.
well, forgive me for not knowing the difference.
Unlike I guess that's
Unlike
dumb because it's an inanimate object Pokemon.
Oh no, there's still the trash bag.
Yeah, I mean that's so much
And
not
then the
as,
sandcastle.
that's so much less creative than the pile of sludge.
Okay,
Or
if
the
you're gonna talk
Pokeball
about
with
my
eyes.
Are you talking about my man Muck or
I
Grimer?
like-
Which one?
I like them both.
Or Ditto?
But the whole thing is, when you look at them, you don't think, yeah, this was the epitome of Pokemon design.
What? What?
The common Gen 1 argument is like, oh, they're running out of ideas, and it's like, no,
No, now they're running out of... I'm just kidding.
yeah, they're running out of ideas. It's like, you think the epitome of Pokemon design was bird, Pokeball with eyes, eyeball with magnets on it, and purple sludge. You don't get to be like, you don't get to criticize the designs
I thought I had an assist on this.
when the most boring Pokemon are all in like the first gen.
Did I not murder this thing?
Oh no, he's pretty strong, I guess. Oh, he's gone. You can fight him now. You can fight the child. Uh-oh.
Now the stage moves.
Well, you can use that to your advantage. Just, like, hit him to the left.
Well, seems I would love to do that.
You thought about not being terrible.
Have we all thought about this?
But yeah, Were we even... Oh, yeah, that's
Great.
right.
Now to
We're
murder.
talking about Bidoof, and then you're like, you
Oh,
don't like
Jesus.
cute
Oh,
things.
Jesus. Not a bomb. A bomb.
He's dead.
He died.
But yeah,
POD.
so you were still at Cobb. Well, you still just defeated Kabu, though, in Sword, right?
Yes, the one you have to go back to the town for.
You fought his radiator coil.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's what
Wow.
Gigantamax Centiskorch is, correct?
You have a better memory of these things than I do. It's a train.
Why do I know things about these Pokemon games that I hate?
Because You always care more about what you hate than what you love.
That is true in many cases.
Know yourself, know your adversary, and you
Don't
hold the
get
key to battle.
Wait, there's 2 of them. Oh my god.
I forget, what does this make fun of?
What? Motor?
Oh, that's it, Rotom.
Yeah, Rotom is motor backwards. Get the thing. And now kill them.
How dare you just say that about cute little cuddly boy?
I actually like Pichu a good bit.
Kill him. I don't want him.
And I don't dislike Pikachu, but it is probably my least favorite, like, you know, part in that little line there. I actually like Alola and Raichu a lot.
Raichu.
You know Alola and Raichu?
He looks different.
He eats pancakes.
He eats...
And that makes him part psychic.
You know what? Yes. I will fight anyway because I'm at a spirit type disadvantage. I will fight. I will choose to struggle with the devil.
Ridley is the devil, isn't he?
And just like that, I've murdered one of his... Oh, God. Not
Wow.
this thing.
That probably would have worked if he would have did that in the other direction.
Oh, well, that's dead. Someone get the... Oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God.
So, like, weird question that you very well might not have the answer to. What do you think is normal reading speed?
Watching a Korean drama and being able to read it and then look at the character so you remember who's talking.
Yeah, just ask, because... One, it always seems like when I read books and they talk about a character reading, it's like, they got through this whole book in, like, a few hours, and it's one of those, like, it takes me, like, a minute and a half to, like, read a page, typically. Then again, it greatly depends on whether it's, like,
Wait,
here's
a whole page
big,
takes you how long?
like, a minute and a half? I don't know. But then again, it also depends. There's some where it's, like, just dialogue, where it's just, like, do a little bit, and then there's other ones where it's, like, here is a long paragraph where we describe something really boring and or technical, and it's like, this is... It's gonna take me 5 minutes to read this page because I'm gonna constantly be nodding off.
Why the hell are we here?
But yeah, I don't know, like... My mom has, like, some book, and she wants me to, like, read it, right? Because she thinks that, you know, like... It wasn't proofread enough, and she wanted me to just read it to see if it's like, well, is it her, or is it really just kind of poorly, like, written in some places, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, where is it?
Oh, you have 8 to kill, so I guess they come 4 at a time. Yeah, that actually kills, like, really easily in this. But yeah, no, she's, like, asked me to do this, and I'm like, you do realize I have, like, over 20 books to read, right? She's like, well, it'll take you, like, no time at all to read this, and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Why did you not turn around, you idiot?
You talking to Link or you?
Link.
Okay. So you're blaming the character. How nice.
That's how you do it as real gamers.
But yeah, I was, like, asking how long it was. She's like, oh, it'll take you, like, no time at all. And it's, like, 300 pages or something like that. And it's like, that's... Like, it's not, like, a huge amount of reading, right? But it's still, like, it'll take me a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not something that I would typically read just because, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just, like, I think she's, like, really overestimating how quickly I read. Because, yeah, I've been trying to read, like, about a book a week, and that's typically...
A book a week?
Yeah.
Okay, there we are.
That's typically,
That's
like...
when we hit those numbers, like, book a week, my God.
Like, 200-300 pages are mostly what I've been reading. I might get done, like, a good bit more this week. But, you know. Still, though. So it is just one of those, it's like, that could be, like, my week of reading. This one book that I do not have any interest in reading at all. Just so I can tell you whether it's like, yeah, they could have written this better.
This could have been done a lot better. Oh,
Which,
God,
I mean,
not
like,
this
you know, my mom
strong
does do a lot for me, so if she really presses the issue, maybe I will, but it's still just one of those, like, I do not want to fucking read this. I have no desire. Not even a little.
Looks like it's cool. What the?
She's drawing things.
I know she's drawing things.
Oh, I'm glad it. I thought it was gonna roll.
That's what I thought too.
But yeah, you should probably kill at least one of them.
Thank you for that enlightening speech. That I should probably kill at least one of these things.
Okay, maybe go for 2.
Okay.
One more for good measure.
Oh, thank you. Man, you really cheered me on, man. Thank you, Nikki.
Yeah, I don't know. Reading. I don't want to read that
It's
stinking.
fundamental. Fun to mental.
So is it? Oh, it's. You already have Pac-Man, don't you? So I guess he wouldn't be here.
Oh.
In the maze.
In the maze.
Oh,
Give me that Aura Club.
Just hit him really, really hard.
With, takes up 3 spaces. Good God, I bet. Smurder the...
Hit him really hard. Aye.
Whee! You walked right into that, sir. Have another one. Wham! Merry Christmas. Have another one. Wham! How's your sister? Have another one. Pow! Smarty Whopperman Jensen. He was number 1.
Aye. Yeah.
You reached the limit for certain rewards, so some reward... What?
Oh, you probably have too many snacks small or something like that. Yeah, that's
Well,
probably
let's
what it is.
go do some stuff then.
You could feed your guys.
I want to feed them. Let's feed everybody. All right, everyone. It's meal time. All right, let's see here. Let's go to the skill tree. Let's see what we got for the skill tree here.
Yeah, I think I said I was going to tell you though about this. Not really the interview I had per se, but like the lead up to it.
Well, let's hear it.
Let's see. Do I want to? The address was for like the city north of us, right?
Okay.
And it was like, hey, it's on this street. I was like, oh, okay, I know that street. Fine. So like I leave. It takes me like a half hour to get there, so I leave like a little over an hour early, right?
Okay.
And I punched the thing into my GPS, right?
Okay.
And it's like, address not found. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was one of those, like, my phone didn't have a lot of power, so I wasn't going to try and use the GPS on that.
Okay.
Because it was like, it's going to die. So I'm just like, well, I know the street, right? And I know how house numbers work. So I'm just going to park nearby, and then I'm going to walk up the street until I get to the right number, right?
Gotcha.
So I do that. I take off in like one direction, and
Oh boy.
let's say that it's like 1,000 South Butt Street, right? So I start walking, and then I get to the point where it's like, oh, it's saying North Butt Street. Well, that's weird. Well, whatever. And then, I like looked the place up beforehand, so I know what I was like looking for in front of the building.
See.
And I get to 1,000 North Butt Street right as the interview's supposed to take place. And I'm just like, okay, this isn't where I'm supposed to be. I've done something horribly wrong, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So, like, I call the contact number. I'm like, hey, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it because, like, I thought I knew what I was doing, but I clearly don't. And he's like, well, you can still, like, if you get there, we can still do the interview. You'll just be, like, a little late. And, I'm mortified being late, but I'm just like, well, I mean, if they're offering it, I better do it. So I'm like, okay. And he explains to me, like, how to get there, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, okay, I'll be there in, like, 10 minutes. And, like, I did not know how this street worked at all, and I still don't think I do. Because I came out at, like, 100 Butt Street, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking, well, it was probably something dumb like, oh, well, we ran the numbers up to this point up here, right?
Yes.
And then, well, because we ran out of streets, because we couldn't go any lower than 100, we just tacked on, like, the extra house numbers right below 100, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking I'll get to, like, where I came out at, and then I'll walk another few blocks, and I'll be at the 1,000, right? I go, and the numbers start counting up again, going in the other way. So it takes me, like, a half hour to, like, 40 minutes to get there, or something like that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And it was a trip for one, because like at one point, I had not walked like that in a while, and I think I should just get back to walking, because like my feet were like super sore. Like super sore from like all of that walking, right? Like
Gotcha.
at one point I felt moisture like in my foot that was more than that. I'm like, oh well, I probably had a blister and it probably popped.
Oh God.
And then when I took my shoes off, like when I got back home later, there was like actually like dried blood there. I'm like, oh okay, even better,
Oh, that's it.
even better.
That's how it begins.
But then yeah, and like I think I also walked past like a homeless camp too. I'm just like, huh. Well, this is weird.
You've had an event here, sir.
I mean, it was, and then I had the interview, and they were like nice about everything, and I apologized like several times. And like at one point, they were like, "Oh well, like what's something else like about you that you might want us to know, like another skill or something?" I'm like, well,
I
I
have a
mean, I'd
blister."
say that I'm normally. I'm just like, well. I'd say that I'm normally very punctual, but I feel like, saying that flew out the window, and they kind of chuckled at that, but, that was my way of sneaking in. It's like, this is a very rare occurrence. This is very rare.
We've never done this before. Please don't hurt me.
So, yeah, it was just, but yeah, it was a whole big mess. Like, knowing how my luck works, like, I'll ask you the same thing. Does it ever seem like if you go in for an interview and you think you nail it, that you never get it? Those are Sam's, like, favorite. Okay, I'll just say how it works with me. Normally, if I go into an interview and I think I nail it, I never hear back. But if I think I flubbed it and I just walk out of there being like, man, I fucked that up, I'll get a call back a few days later and they're like, so anyway, you got the job.
Well,
just one of those, like, what the fuck?
Like, well, really? Well, with the hospital, it was like almost hard to get in. And I got, I think, rejected twice. But the second time I got no, like I didn't even get an interview. That's the thing. They were just like, we're not good. I mean, we don't want you. God bless. Have a good day. But then the second time I applied, I got an interview, and I did really good for the interview, and then they rejected me. But I got a phone call, and the lady was like, "Hey, I was wondering if you got a message or anything like that." I was like, "Yeah, I got the rejection letter." She's like, "Oh shoot, I didn't want them to send that yet because I actually have a position for you." I was like, "Oh."
Wasn't that lovely?
No.
Not the ideal job?
Oh, I mean, it was good, but then all of a sudden you started getting written up for being a minute late. That's when we had a problem.
Yeah, I don't know. When I was management at, like, my previous position, I feel like I was the one that, like, varied, kind of, because it was one of those, like, you could start 5 minutes early, you could be 5 minutes late. I never explicitly stated that because I didn't want people to just be like, well, Wes is working today, so I guess I'll just show up 4 minutes late to give myself that little bit of wiggle room, right?
Little bit.
But, like, there were times, though, that was just like, okay, you're 6 minutes late, this is, like, further, and it felt petty because it was, like, by 1 minute, what have I to allow, but it's still, you need to draw a line in the sand somewhere.
Yeah, this is very true. You do need to draw that line. It's like, hey, let's cut the crap a little bit.
Like, I let some people get away with stuff because it's one of those, like, I don't want to write you up.
But I will if I have to.
Because it makes you unhappy, it gives me extra work, because I gotta fill, I gotta fill out a form for it and send it in. Like, then that was, like, another thing, like, someone would be like, oh no, I was, like, I pulled into the parking lot at, like, like, only a minute late, and it's like, if you pulled into the parking lot, like, you don't work out from the parking lot.
Some people...
I did not like, and yeah, and somebody else would always make, like, excuses about traffic, and it's one of those, it's like, that works, like, a few times, but if you're constantly running into problems with traffic, then you need to leave earlier. There was this... Like back
Look at
when,
them thighs. Sorry, go on.
back when I worked at the one grocery store, I'd run the self checkout, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was this one woman. She'd show up like, unlike other positions, like when I was a clerk or something, right?
Yeah.
Like when my time to go came, I would just go. But for specifically the self checkouts, somebody needed to come and relieve me, right?
Right.
And she'd always like take the piss because it was one of those like we did it by 15-minute intervals, and it's like, well, if you clock out 7 minutes late, then that rounds down to the 15-minute, like the previous 15 minutes. But if you stay like 8 minutes, then and she'd always show up like 5 or 6 minutes late. So it was one of those like, well, I could kind of fart around for a few minutes, but like it's gonna be really awkward.
Right.
So she always put me in like that really weird position. And the one day I was just like, I'd had enough, right? Because it was like every fucking time. And I was gonna say something, and she came in, she's like, oh, no, da, 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 da. Like, like was saying to like the manager on duty, oh, da, 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 I had this problem with my kids and the husband. And I was just like, you know what, whatever. And I just left, and she got like super upset because she like asked what was wrong, and they explained to her like, well, he's tired of you always showing up late. Because it would always be like an excuse, like, oh, my kids did it, and it was one of those, it's like, I'm sympathetic for the most part, and maybe I am an asshole, like, in that, like, maybe I am an asshole for not just being like, well, kids are always going to be a problem or something like that, but it always felt like she just cut in to the point where it's like, she won't be late, but I won't be able to hang around to get the extra 15 minutes, and it's like every fucking time. Like, you can have something come up a few times, but if it's every time, then, you're taking the piss with it.
Without even dabbing. Multiple.
I don't know. Do you want to get back to actually playing the damn game?
Well, this is good to do while you were telling the story. So it's like.
But yeah, I don't know.
Actually, one more. And then we'll go.
Frickin' people.
Frickin' people, man. Hey, I have Verizon rewards. Hooray!
I really don't want to go back into like freaking customer service, at least not in like the retail sense.
Oh no, I've already.
It'll turn into a Bonsai Bill.
Bonsai Bill. Remember that
It's
show?
really big.
You ever watch that show, Bonsai?
It sounds familiar.
Bonsai. Was that Oh God, what was
Is
that?
that on Nickelodeon? Or
No, it wasn't on Nickelodeon. It was on Fox. Oh. It was a show where it was a Japanese show, but they always like it was a game where you would bet, not actually bet money, but like you would predict what would happen.
Okay, it sounds like vaguely familiar.
And it was always my favorite one. That was lady one question, where she would ask one question, and then stand there and see how long it would take for the person to walk away, because she would just stare at them like, what do you think is the I don't know, like, what do you think is your favorite color for this movie? And she would hold up the microphone, and the timer would start, and they would answer, but then she would just
okay.
And they're like, ma'am?
Well, that's a bit intrusive. Did you... No, there's still a few more. Okay. Is there much of...
There's only one more left.
Yeah, I guess there's only... And you can probably get it from another direction, right?
Exactly. Right. Go back. Right here. Right here. Protoman.exe. Oh, God. We just started a program.
Yep.
Weapon resist.
Yep, he's going to kill you. He's just that cool.
He's not going to kill me.
He's just that cool.
If he could have killed me, he could have done it long ago.
Oh,
like that.
You hit him.
Come and get some more of this. Come get some more of this. Yeah, come on, Shulk. You missed. Yeah, chalk.
Oh, no, he can't. He got rid of some of the projectiles.
How dare thee. There's some of these. Hey,
oh,
hey.
That was really generous. Did you maybe get something with your skill tree that lets you grab on edges from further away?
Maybe.
Okay. I was gonna say, there's just been like so many times where it's been like,
You're like, this seems gypped. I don't like any of this.
it's fine. It's just there's been like so many times where it's been like, oh, you didn't grab the edge because fuck you.
Like, you should be dead.
It's like, oh, okay, cool. Like I think the last, I was just, my siblings and I were playing this. There was one match where I was like Lucina, and she was right there by the edge, but she was facing the wrong way.
Like, oh no!
So she just like fell right past it, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Like, how'd you die? Well,
cool. That felt completely earned.
Excuse you.
The
First of all,
are even smaller.
Let's talk about how this is all a bunch of bull malarkey. Thank you.
He is really up there.
Let's take care of that.
Now you only need the final child.
A perfect victory!
Yeah, I guess it was.
That should give me something. How about some cookies?
Although I'm sure.
That's it?
Yeah, maybe you didn't do it fast enough.
That's always a problem. They always want it fast, not just good.
Maybe some people are. It's always one of those. Well. Oh, it's La Presse.
La Presse.
But yeah, that's
to the island of the fish man.
Always something I found kind of funny. Because you know how there's like that one guy, the completionist? It's always like, well, I feel like completing games is open to interpretation to some degree. Which I think he does look up online when, like, what is considered, like, 100% run, right?
Yeah.
But, like, for people, like, with Pokemon, let's say, right? For a lot of people, it's going to be completing the main game and becoming the champion, whatever post-game there is, and completing the Pokédex, right?
Si, senor.
But it's like, for some other people, I mean, they might want a full shiny dex. Or they might want a full, like, they might want a living Pokédex, as they call it.
Living?
That just means you have one of each Pokemon, like, at all times. It's not just the, oh, well, I had a Porygon, evolved it into Porygon 2, then evolved it into Porygon Z. You have to have each of the forms, like, in your boxes,
You got to have it all. Oh, God. It's Long Neck.
He's a dragon.
Dragon?
Charizard is not a dragon.
How dare you, sir? It's a lizard.
Executor is a dragon.
How is that a dragon?
He's a dragon.
It's a long-necked turtle with coconuts. Oh, Jesus. Ah, you on the wrong side of this?
Oh, I'd like to get on her coconuts.
Oh.
Aye.
Come on,
Sadly,
yeah.
she wouldn't be into me because I'm not 15. What?
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 Why?
Because I think there is supposed to be like a romantic link between her and Pit, and Pit's like 15 and illiterate, so he's practically like a child mentally as well.
Someone needs to call CPS.
Yeah,
now,
probably.
Please. Call CPS.
Probably.
This don't sit right with, not with the, someone call Biden. Someone call Biden right now. He just signed the law today.
I thought that was already a law that you're not allowed to.
Well, he signed the law that now.
You might just want to shoot him.
Says who?
Or you could continue to let him beat your ass. I mean, it's really your call.
He signed the law today that you cannot companies can't go into forcible arbitration anymore when it comes to like sexual.
I don't know enough legal terminology to completely understand what that means.
That means if you go to somebody and say, hey, so-and-so inappropriately touched me, they cannot hide it anymore.
Oh, you mean like what was always the rule, but somehow they just got away with it by...
Exactly. It has to be dealt with.
Maybe you'd like a transfer to another department.
Exactly.
Really more of a downgrade, but hey, at least the guy that makes us all the money won't be touching your butt anymore because he knows he can get away with it. Activision Blizzard. And also Ubisoft.
I'm... Oh, you missed!
You know who we don't really talk about anymore?
Harvey Weinstein?
Ubisoft.
Oh!
I think everybody just kind of forgot.
Did
Probably
we forget, or is just... Wait, did they fix the problem?
No, not really.
Well, their day's coming.
It was big news, and then the Activision Blizzard thing happened, so I think a lot of people were just like, oh, well, nobody killed themselves at Ubisoft, so therefore they're not as bad. He's going to rush you. Unless you take him out.
I can't say anything that sounds like that. God. What's up, people? Country. But, no, not the country!
Wait,
not
what
the
country?
island. Russia.
Yeah, that's...
Anyway, before we get into that boat,
That's depressing.
but yeah, that law is also retrograde.
It sounds like the sort of thing that somebody would challenge, and it's like, well, double I don't know, whatever. But yeah, no, hopefully some people go to jail or get sued into the ground.
Some people about to get their reckonings. But,
I hope so.
yeah, man, this thing with Russia. When your own country even says this is stupid, I want to take a hint about that.
You already talking about the protest over there?
And his cabinet.
Yeah, I don't really know. I don't, like, there's, like, a lot that I don't really understand about that situation.
He just wants land at this point. He's like...
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's, like, definitely the bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Even though there are some people, which depresses the hell out of me, that seems like it'd be the obvious thing where everybody's just like, yes, of course. Of course they are the bad guys in this situation, but there's some people being like, well, actually... something go Putin, and it's like, no, don't.
No, don't do that.
Please stop. I thought this was like the easiest thing that could possibly like bring us together, but somehow you're still just being like spiteful.
This is actually the one thing bringing us together. This is one thing people are like, yeah, we even...
You might want to jump.
Well, thank you.
There are some people who are like, actually...
Yeah, the Russians right now are like, we really did not want to do this. We.
Well, there's like this one political guy who's like on a thing. He's like, well, did Putin do this horrible thing to us? Did Putin, like, you know, like, is he really like the enemy that we should be focusing? And it's like, yes,
yeah,
he is. Like, very obviously, like even countries that do not get involved. Like, the weird thing today was I saw there was something like, I think it was like $200,000. The Pokemon company donated $200,000 to like a Ukrainian like relief thing, and it's like, that's a video game company. They don't get involved in this shit.
They did today,
and yet here we are. I mean, some people were like, well, given how much money Pokemon makes, they should have given more, but it's like, I wasn't even really expecting that.
Yeah,
so
I don't think Ukraine was like, wow. What?
It wasn't like, you know who I really think needs to make a stand on this one? The Pokemon Company.
Game Freak needs to take a stand and do something about this. Okay, what has Jeff Bezos done? Have we checked on him yet?
So yeah, it's just one of those, it's like Switzerland is like, hey, we're not cool with this. Like, everyone. And yet there's still a few people in America who's like,
I want to know.
Yeah,
who.
but I mean, Ukraine kind of had it coming. It's like, no,
Whoa, what?
No,
I want to know who is what.
I don't want to like name names right now in case I get something wrong. But I'll tell you some shit like later. Okay.
Who is out here going? They had it. Their president was a comedian.
Oh yeah, that's like, he was an actor who did a show about like some rando guy
about
running
being
for
the
president,
president,
and then he went and actually,
became the president.
Yeah, no, and yet somehow he's like,
and now the entire female population has a crush on him.
He's pretty cool.
And
I don't even know how they're like. I expected this to be like a lot more one-sided.
Oh, it's.
If I'm being honest, but it's It's very impressive, but it should not have happened.
It should not have happened. And now we have listen to me. They have a president that's like basically on the front lines, like this is my country, don't. And his one comment was like, "Don't send me like a thing to get out of here. Send me some ammunition. I need some bullets."
They've been doing like, I think the ambassadors like said a few oddball things too, where like at first he's like, "Yeah, war criminals go to hell." It was more, there was more to it than that, but it was still just something like he was just like, "Yep, you will go to hell for this."
A lot of people have been saying that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but normally it's not the sort of thing that you say at like the UN. Normally you at least try and be, and he's just like, "Look, fuck you guys," and it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't mince words. Don't try and be polite. There's no need for decorum right now.
Even the Ukrainian people right now have changed their road signs to say "Go F yourself."
And then yeah, like what was he saying? I don't remember what exactly it was, but it was something like Putin should go kill himself in a bunker, like a certain other individual did.
I think that was
Yeah. Like,
why would you not say that name? Just say his name. Just say his name.
I don't know why. Yeah, like, well, because like the actual line wasn't. It was just like very heavily. It's like go shoot yourself like Hitler did. And it was just one of those. It was just like, I mean, I wish I could remember the exact quote because it was pretty good. But yeah, no,
The part.
But still, like, no one's watching. I can talk out my ass. Like the thing that I'm like kind of weirded out about is like, I shouldn't even say weirded out. One of the things I'm somewhat curious about is Shantae. But yeah, when Putin was like, "Hey, we might use our nuclear weapons," I'm just sitting there being like, on who? The guys right next to you that you could still possibly have some fallout blow your way, like the place that you're possibly trying to take over, like that doesn't seem smart. Or are you basically threatening everybody else in the world who's like, no, bad Russia?
He did threaten. He said, if there's anybody from the West that wants to step in on this, there will be some ramifications. And we're just all sitting here going, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't really, yeah, I don't know. Does he like, it just seems stupid. It's like,
I've never seen a 90% versus 10% win with the 10%, but okay. Only time I ever saw that happen was David and Goliath.
Well, like, it's one of those things that, like, with nukes, I mean, you could do a lot of things if you just kind of threw them out there before anybody knew what was happening. I'm hoping, like, I'm not smart enough to, like, know exactly how it goes. I'm kind of hoping that we have some sort of countermeasures in place, especially from as far away as they need to shoot it.
Of course. Of course.
And like the rest of Europe was a little closer, so it's a bit dicier for them. But still, it's just one of those. It's like, do you really think that you can win this?
He's realizing that this is probably a bad idea.
Well, I think with the small dick energy, it's kind of hard to back out. Like, I don't think there's... I mean, maybe something will come up, but I think after, like, what has happened, there's no way that he can just back out and be like, I'm still really cool.
And let this be it'll be like the Tentacruel episode, like, let this be a warning, next time we won't stop, like, next time!
Well, yeah, it is just one of those, it's like, look, they just kind of put themselves, like, in a position where they can't really...
They did. He did.
Well, he did, but you get what I'm saying, though. Like,
right.
There's no backing out of it.
There's
right?
no gentle backing out. This is a whole either you atone for your sins or...
Yeah, you either need to admit that you're wrong or
just
something's gonna happen, and, at least I'm hoping something happens. I mean, they're getting offered, like, Ukraine's getting offered, like, a lot of aid, but I'm still just kind of like, is that enough? But I'm not smart when it comes to these things, and it's not like I would fight anyway, because I'm an asthmatic crazy person.
I am as well.
They would not want me, so it's, like, really easy for me to say. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm talking out my ass at this point.
All of a a sudden, like the
My
next day,
thoughts
our
are-
video blew up.
I guess overall, Putin's the bad guy. We should
Putin,
all really be agreeing on that.
We all agree. I think that's the one time
No,
we've all
there's
agree,
no there
except
there are
for that
some
10%.
there are some that they're like, well, really, and it's just like, no, I'm pretty sure it's like really really obvious when like especially when people who don't take sides are taking sides, and even people being fed like the propaganda that Ukraine's the bad guys, even when they think, you know what, maybe this was not the good move. Like, I think it can't get much more obvious than that.
And the tail.
Yeah,
Aye, indeed. Hi, Mewtwo. What a tangent we just went on, huh, Mewtwo? You look a little sleepy poo. A little sleepy poo there.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me of something else not really related, just, like, very tangentially related.
Tangia?
It's just kind of something that kind of comes up whenever, like, stuff like this happens. I guess. Kind of have to pee, though, so I might do that.
This is a great time for a commercial break, brought to you by Friskies, the food for cats and kittens.
I just zapped myself on the mic.
You have zap immunity, though. Oh, well, there's that. Also, folks, tonight's episode is brought to you by McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm not loving that. Actually, you know what? That's something we should have a discussion about this evening as well, folks. It's talking about tangents and rants and such. I would like to have one of my own. And yes, it's not going to be lengthy. Here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all saw this whole thing that McDonald's tried to do with the menu hacks. With the land, air, and sea thing, or the surf and turf, whatever. So, I had a coupon from the McDonald's app, as I often do. So, I was like, oh, cool, I get a land, air. If I get the surf and turf, I get a free fry and free drink. I'm down. Why not? So, I order it.
Smaller island.
That was his chest.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
So, have I done this before?
Stonehenge.
I did. Okay, this horrible thing.
It's Rathalos. You just chase him down.
Yeah, you gotta chase him in that pattern, though. It's dumb.
Yeah.
Party! So anywho, I was like, cool, let's check it out. Let's see if it's actually the drinker's dream. So, I got the surf and turf. But I expected it. Now, we all expected it because we saw how the pictures looked, how the commercials looked, that it was, they put the double cheeseburger, and then they put the fillet of fish in between the double cheeseburger. Now, this son of a gun came with some assembly required. Piece of... And the cheese wasn't even melted. And they put a big glob of what is that stuff?
Mayonnaise?
No, not that one. The,
Ketchup?
tartar sauce, that's it. And the fillet of fish. So it's a block of cheese, a glob of tartar sauce, and some fish.
Never trust Tartar.
Really?
Yeah, he was evil.
You want to help a brother out and tell me where that came from?
Splatoon.
Thank you.
General Tartar.
Look, some of us did not play Splatoon the way that I want to play it. So,
Well, you're a fool.
well, I don't know. Are you playing Splatoon right now?
I think I'm just gonna wait till 3 at this point.
I guess if I asked for Splatoon number 1,
Good luck with that.
Nobody would.
I think
play it.
they are, but if they're closing down the eShop, they're probably closing down like the servers for Wii U stuff too. Although I'm sure somebody's gonna hack it and like make their own servers. But yeah, I know it. Do you have a Wii U?
I do.
Okay, then I mean I could loan you Splatoon.
Oh crap! I hate the fact that
So are you finished with your fillet of fish thing though?
Oh yeah, it
Okay.
was. I never again.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, although it sounds disgusting.
It
would have did what they wanted. Yeah, you wanted them to do.
Yeah,
But yeah, and I'm just waiting for you to either win or lose this. But yeah, yeah.
I'm just glad I have controls back. Because that was getting annoying.
But yeah, you know I watch like VTuber stuff, right?
Of course.
Yes. One of the Japanese members who I wasn't super familiar with, but I was like, tangentially aware of, right? Because she, I've seen some clips, but I don't speak Japanese. Her contract was like terminated due to it was a whole big long series of just very unfortunate events, right?
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people were upset, and this happened like right around the time, like almost like the exact same time that Russia invaded Ukraine. And a lot of people were like upset about this, but there were some people being like, are you seriously upset about this? Like, it's just such small potatoes.
Fair enough.
Compared to what's happening. And I don't know, I kind of feel like I have very mixed feelings on that. Because there's a part of me that's like, yeah, like whenever something bad happens, like whenever something shitty's going on, it is one of those things that's like, well, I mean, think about like everything horrible going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like really, if somebody stole like $20 from me, like, it sucks, but still. But then again, at the same time, bad things, like just because something worse is happening doesn't mean that a bad thing is not a bad thing. And in this case in particular, you pushed the button.
I pushed the button.
In this case in particular, though, like, my other thought was, like, VTubers and watching streamers and the like, that is some people's escape, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when there is something horrible, like the situation in Ukraine going on, and you're really bummed out and depressed, you do a lot of times need an escape. So when you think about it, like saying, okay, there's so much worse going on, do you really need to care about this? It's like, well, yeah, I'd say people kind of do, because this might have been how they were dealing with it,
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I just had very mixed feelings on that, and I also kind of sympathize with the position of, oh well, this is dumb, why do you care? Well, I shouldn't say dumb, but this isn't as important, we should not be focusing on this, because I feel like a younger me would have had that exact opinion, right?
Right.
But there's a lot of shitty stuff going on, all at once, it feels like all at once, because did you hear there's the whole thing where they're like, hey, we're about to hit something with climate change where we're pretty much just doomed, and all of the less fortunate countries will be pretty much screwed if we do not fix this. And it's one of those that's really bad, but unfortunately I don't think we can fix it.
Nope.
And by we, I mean you and me. It's one of those things that it's oh, you got I think it was something on Twitter or Facebook or some social media thing where somebody kind of made a point where it was something I try and do the whole thing, I get the paper straws and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then, then there's this happening over here, right? Where, I think they were referencing when the Gulf of Mexico was literally on fire. Do you remember that?
The Gulf of Mexico was on fire?
Literally on fire. I believe it was the Gulf of Mexico. Did you not? Yeah, there was an oil spill, right?
Oh, okay.
And yeah, the water was literally on fire, and it was one of those things that's look, I try to do all this stuff to cut back on my impact, right?
And then
my carbon, and it's one of those things but it doesn't matter, because all of these people at the top will continue to just do dumb shit and fuck all of us over. And it's one of those things that's you're kinda, yeah, no, that's a good point. It's just very, very depressing.
It is. And now all those cars are burned on the side of the sea.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're doomed.
Oh, kidding me?
We're very, very, very...
I won't begin the religious speech.
Oh, you think it's the end times?
That's not the end times, but I mean, just I don't know. Just
Who's the Antichrist?
golly, not this again. Well, y'all, it wasn't Obama.
I don't know.
Maybe it's no, it can't be Putin.
I think it would be like less obvious. I think the whole thing, if you read into it, is there's like supposed to just come out and be like, yes, I am wonderful and I will solve all your problems.
Oh my God!
And then later he's like, nope, you have to obey only me.
So let's see here.
So it can't be anybody like obvious, at least not until they die and come back to life. They get super evil after they come back to... Well, actually, I think they still do some nasty stuff.
What if it's?
I read I read the Left Behind stuff when I was younger.
Oh God, Left Behind. I watched that movie.
I read the books.
I think I read half the book.
There was a whole series.
I know there was a whole series.
You read half.
I have all the books,
book.
and I read only the half of the first one, and then I watched the movie. I was like, oh.
Is reading really that hard?
It's not the fact that it's that hard. It's just the fact that it's.
Also, there were a few Left Behind movies, right? Wasn't one?
Yeah.
One of them had Nicolas Cage, right? I want to say Nicolas Cage was in one of the movies.
Kirk Cameron was in I think in almost all of them. Yeah. The one was where you see the Antichrist or whatever have you, and he tries. I think that's the tribulation.
Yeah, it does. Don't make me start. Actually, I think I have the books in my room.
I bought all the hard copies at a at a thrift store.
Reminds me, did you ever watch like the movie God Isn't Dead?
No, I did not. I can't do it.
That's fair.
I can't do it.
I watched it once. I was not as impressed as many people seem to be.
Sometimes, okay, let me be.
It's like I'm a good Christian individual, but even that like struck me as like this is really bad propaganda.
I think some people hype up those movies just because it's a Christian movie and just because they want to defeat Hollywood so bad with Christian movies. And it's
I
like,
could see that.
Y'all, if y'all would make good Christian movies.
Yeah. The time I viewed it, did I ever tell you about this one guy I used to work for where he, in his mind, he was the smartest man who ever lived?
Oh, you might be the
But he was...
My God.
No, he was the dumbass.
Uh-huh.
There was this like other woman at her job, and like I guess she watched God Isn't Dead, and she was like, "Oh, I really liked it. I thought it was great." And he was like, "Oh, here, allow me to tell you literally everything wrong with that movie." And it was one of those like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna be like, okay, here it's gonna be my favorite movie just to spite this guy who thinks he's so fucking smart. And, you know, then I watched it and I'm like, I can't really watch. This is pretty bad.
It's like, I can't do this.
Like, you know the whole premise of it, right?
It's about the professor that doesn't believe in God and they want to...
Yeah, he wants to debate it, and it's, like, really, really awkward. Because, like, he gets to the end of it, he's like, why are you so against God? He's like, because he did save my mother! Ba-doom!
No, that's the oh, I died? I thought I won.
No, you died, son.
Oh, no.
But it's, like, really odd because there's, like, this one guy who I think he's, like, a youth pastor or something, or, like, a priest or something, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has, like, this one friend from, like, you know, Africa who, like, came over, and they were supposed to be, like, they were supposed to, like, drive to Disneyland. But they keep on having car troubles, so they never get to fucking Disneyland. And the priest guy's like, oh man, this really sucks. Oh, why does it keep happening to me? And the African guy's just like, he's like, yes, it's like, no, it's just because this is where I shouldn't try and do an accent, like an African accent. It's not gonna be good. But you know, he's just like, this is because, you know, like, well, maybe that's not where God wants you to be. And like they go the whole movie, and then like one of the final scenes, like this professor guy's walking down the road or something, and he gets like just crushed by like this car, and he's there like bleeding on the pavement, and like these two guys run up like
spoiler alert, y'all! Spoiler alert!
yes,
Spoiler alert! I just went. Wait a minute! Did he just get spoiler alert?
I already told you that it was because his mother died. That's why he didn't love God.
Spoiler alert!
Yes, we were spoiling God isn't dead in case anybody's interested. But anyway, he's
someone's like, oh damn, I wanted to watch this movie.
He's there laying on like the pavement, like dead, right? Well, like dying, right?
Oh God!
And like these two guys, like the priest and the African dude, they run up and they're like, oh, this doesn't look good. Like, you know, they're like staying with him, like talking him through it, and they like pretty much like walk him towards like converting to Christianity, right? From atheism to Christianity. And then he, you know, like he's there, he dies, he's at peace. Oh, and then they just kind of walk away, and they're like, and like the African guy's like, this is where you need to be the whole time, and they kind of just like act like this was a good night.
Why was there a sequel then?
I don't fucking know. And then there's like a bunch
spoiler alert!
There's like a bunch of other like really weird stuff where they get like these big Christian names. Like I think the guys from Duck Dynasty like is one of them. Which, you know, and you know, there's like this one person, like this one reporter who's trying to like disprove Christianity, and she's like, haha, like trying to do haha gotcha things. And then like the guy from Duck Dynasty who is very clearly not an actor. Not like, you know, at least from that movie it gave me the impression he was not an actor, he was not an orator, right? And he's just like, well, actually, here's a bunch of points that you weren't written to have any good, you know, like refutes from, right? You know, like with, right? And yeah, it just like gets to the end and you find out the reason why she's so against God or something is because like she has cancer or something.
It's always that.
And like her final scene, I believe, is like she's going into like the back of like she goes to like the back room of like some concert done by like these Christian guys or whatever, and she's like trying to have a gotcha moment or something, right? And then we're like, what's really? And there's like, my sister, what is really going on? And she's like, I have cancer and I'm sad because I'm gonna die. And they're like, here, come together, we'll have a prayer circle and everything. And it's just like, it's really fucking like the entire thing is not good. It's like not like it is a mediocre movie at best.
Did you see the Christian?
And it's just one of those. It's like this is why nobody takes Christianity seriously. I'm sorry. Anybody outside of like, you know, I feel like it's more.
It's like let's know we're Christians. We are Christians.
No, it is. It's just one of those like from the outside looking, you know, like from the inside looking in. I guess it's like one of those like I kind of feel like stuff like this actually detracts a lot more than it helps.
Well, did you see that Christian Netflix musical?
No.
So,
as long as it wasn't Cuties.
Cuties?
Oh no, we're not getting into that. No.
No, all right, we'll stay out of
no,
that one. I forget what it's
look
called,
it up.
But it was like the High School Musical of like Christian musicals, and the whole premise is this bad teen or whatever have you, it gets sent to this summer camp, and he goes to the summer camp, and of course. He meets people there, and they're all like, oh, God is good, God is great. He even put steak on my plate. And they sing all about it left and right, and all, yay. And eventually, of course, he comes to Christ. And I mean, it wasn't too bad, but of course, it had those, wow, Brandon, wow.
You did it.
On the second, it took me forever when I first did this. I'm impressed. But, yeah, it's like... cringy moments where it was just like, this is great.
Kill the dragon.
Kill the dragon. Kill the dragon.
You should play as Jigglypuff.
No. Why?
Oh, because she's normal fairy, and fairy is good against dragon types.
That's not how this works in this game.
That's how it worked in Brawl.
What?
Yeah, they put in a mechanic for Pokemon Trainer so that like the elements that would be good against them or not very effective against them work the way that they would have like in game, right? I just wanted to like, why would you do that?
I don't think that's how any of this works. Oh God!
It's like Brawl was a very weird game. It had a lot of, you know, like I don't hate it. It's just it very much is like the least Smash Brother game. But anyway, you know.
In the butt. In the face. Oh.
Yeah, anything more? Bust a nut.
I'm busted.
Yeah, bust a nut. It's right there. Pick it up and bust a nut in his
I
face.
know. I forgot all about that because I got distracted for a second. I'm like, I'm sorry, do you just want me to fly up into his crotch and just legit just...
Bust a nut. There, you can beat his ass now.
I'm going to have to ask you to refrain from saying busted nut while I'm in the middle of fighting a legendary dragon from Monster Hunter. Because I got confused for a second and went, what the hell why does he want me to bust a nut?
I never got into Monster Hunter.
I did the new one.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was like it came out at a very oddball time for me anyway. Because it was like,
Last time I did it perfectly.
They canceled like every Mega Man game under the sun. And then they just put out like a really, really low effort, like gotcha. Like, I think it was like a card trading, like, you know. It was a very, very bad mobile game for Mega Man. And it's just like, look, I'm not buying anything from Capcom until they actually, you know, actually make a decent Mega Man game. And then they made, like, Mega Man 11, so I buy Capcom games. But they really need to do more with it. Apparently something's supposed to happen sometime soon. But yeah, because of that, like, it came out, like, right around that time, so it's just like, I did not get into Monster Hunter when it came out. And, you know, I'm honestly not even sure if it's, like, the sort of game I would like. Because, like, I hate crafting type things. I can deal with it if it's simplified enough, like in Animal Crossing and Legends Arceus. But if it's like an actual complex crafting thing, it kind of bugs me. Then again, I think I did do some of that in Tales of Vesperia. But then again, I also really fucking like Tales of Vesperia. So it's like, oh, okay, so I need to go fight these monsters in this one really oddball place I would never think to look. And doing that will get me the materials I need to make a special costume. Neat. But yeah. What is Capcom doing right now anyway? Sure. Oh, they announced Street Fighter Billion.
Billion?
6.
My god.
And then they did like one other thing that's like, I don't have to buy this, do I? Because yeah, they put out like, oh, you healed?
Because I think I have that
Fairy?
No, the thingy, the auto after a certain...
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Suck on that. And take that.
You did it. But yeah, they put out like a fighting game collection where it's like, it's 12 fighting... It's like 10 or 12 fighting games, right? Mm-hmm. But I swear 6 of them are fucking Darkstalkers. I thought there were only 3 Darkstalkers games, but they're like... Nah, we got 6.
We got 6.
And then, like, the rest of them are... There's, like, some interesting ones in there. Like, I think one of them was, like, Red Earth, which I was only... Like, I constantly forget that that's, like, a game. And then there was, like, a few other oddball ones. And then, of course, there was Street Fighter 2. And I'm like, yep, there it is!
Ding, 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 ding.
Every time.
Every single time.
They will sell you Street Fighter 2 forever.
I was biding my time waiting for my brother to come, what was that, 2 weekends ago? And, I was like, you know what? Let me pop in Street Fighter 5 just see what this is all about.
I hear it's not good.
Well, I beat it already, so I was like, oh, okay.
I'm not good at those games.
Ha ha! I've freed Gleam! Now I just gotta get to him.
Like, I think the last time I played one of those, it was very unpleasant.
Now, I could just go to Gleam, but I know how you would be if I didn't clear up any of that.
I mean,
fog.
it's your call. This is your file. I would clear everything, but that's me.
See? Told you.
But yeah,
I cleared everything in my other file.
But yeah, they announced Street Fighter 6.
6 million! Who? Oh, what's that?
Okay,
it's a
give
bridge.
you a warp.
It's a bridge.
There's a pipe.
Pipe.
If you want to go all the way over there.
Oh.
That is quite a leap.
That's where they
But yeah, When do they? Oh, probably
Yokiro
Tokyo.
Taco
Yeah, it's probably
Revolution.
Tokyo Games. Yeah, game show. That's probably when they're gonna do, when they're gonna announce things. Because apparently there's supposed to be a Rockman game in the works.
I can think of his Shin-Chan. Thinking of babe boobs at a game con.
But then there's also
One booth babe. Two booth babes.
What was in that portal? I guess you cleared it.
Three booth babes.
But yeah, there's
Now lick each other. No licking!
Anyway, you're taking damage, so you may wish to go on the offensive.
You're taking damage. Would you like to try this whole thing called fighting back?
Yeah, what was I even gonna?
Hey,
Shit.
hey!
Oh, that's what I was
Hey.
gonna say. Yeah, do you know
Hey.
why they did not make, or at least I think I heard this, and maybe they were just making dumb excuses, but I think it was direct from Capcom. But why they don't make Darkstalkers games?
Because it remained.
No, there was apparently one point where they put out a Darkstalkers collection for whatever the system was at the time, right?
See?
And nobody bought it because it was the same 3 fucking Darkstalkers games that they had been, putting out there and repackaging over and over again, right?
Okay.
I know I personally was well, I still have this game on, all 3 of these games on PSP. So why would I go and pick them up again? And they're oh, nobody bought this Darkstalkers re-release. I guess that means nobody wants a new Darkstalkers game. And it's that's not how that necessarily works.
We didn't say that. We want something fresh.
Yeah, not the same thing that you've sold us a half dozen times. We just want... Because, yeah, I like Darkstalkers a whole lot more than Street Fighter. I think it's more interesting.
Lord of mercy, Jesus. Lord of mercy.
Have you ever messed with Darkstalkers at all?
Yep.
Okay.
I have it for PSP.
Who's your favorite?
Well, let's see here. We've got Felicia, or we've got, let's see here. Oh, he was on the booth at Mardi Gras. There's Felicia. There's
Morgan.
what
There's
was the Egyptian one?
Dimitri and Akaris.
That's the one. Those two.
There's Sweetsoul.
I was promoting.
I'm trying to think of some of them. There's QB.
We're taking a promotion
There's
break.
BB
folks.
Hood.
Just 1 second here. We're gonna take a promotion break. Almost.
I'm trying to think of some of them. Jetta. I don't think I said Jetta yet.
I think you liked him.
There
We
was
talked about it
Donovan.
last time. and
I
you
do
liked
like
him.
Donovan. I do, not Donovan. I do
Jetta.
like Jetta. Donovan's alright.
He's a Jedi.
But yeah, my favorite character is Cienko, or I think her Japanese name. I don't know why we changed it over here, but it's Lele or something like that, or Ray Ray. I think it depends on how you... What? She's the hopping vampire, the Jiangxi, or however you pronounce it. The one with the long sleeves.
How do I legally respond to a statement like this?
What I said, or...
No.
Do you want to
just on email.
Me?
Yes. I want to share it with everybody.
Okay.
I was going to bring my family there for my birthday, but we're not wearing masks. Dusk masks don't work to stop a virus, and your place is continuing to press home with the phony facade, so we'll go spend money at some other place. Get it right. Be kinder, man.
Okay.
I'm about to lose my job. I'll talk about it another time. Moving on.
It is the children.
This one was first.
So was this a review, or was
no,
it just
it's
an
an email.
May I? Well,
So,
anyway.
well, thank you for letting us know. We'll let our team know that you will not be joining us. Not that you have a thing.
Or you could be that's cool, it opens up a spot for somebody else who can respect our rules. Anyway.
We don't. Our rules it's optional.
Oh, is it?
It's optional at this point.
Still, yeah, I didn't think too many places, but if you want to, that's your call at this point. But whatever. So they were mad that it was optional?
I have a good feeling that
That they didn't read?
No,
Do you just want to let it go for now?
Yeah, I'm gonna let it go because I'm gonna reply back.
Okay.
At this point, I really don't care anymore. I plan to tell it how it is. And I will write a very long email telling you how it is.
Love
Hey,
it.
anybody watching? No, darn.
No, nobody can get offended right now. It's fine.
Start watching. Let's go fix it. There we go.
You can go on Twain, or
Twain,
you can...
let's fix a bridge. Before we go on Twain, because we know how long this Twain goes. Let's get Parky. Oh, Pachyderm.
Yeah.
Get it? Pachyderm? Because he's an elephant. He's Pachyderm. Pachyderm. Get it?
Kill him.
Woo! Okay. Moving on.
Oh, duh. Because he blocks the way, because he's an asshole.
Come on. Come on.
You only have 1:15 seconds. 75 seconds! I think he's just avoiding you to be obnoxious. Oh.
Not anymore.
Well, he hit you very, very strong and hard.
I got you strong and hard, baby.
For some reason, I'm just thinking to myself, do I want to play Animal Crossing again? I don't know, it's just something that pops into my mind a lot, because there's like a part of me that's like, yes, I do, and then another part of me that's like, it's not really like the best Animal Crossing. New Horizons. I guess I could always go back to like New Leaf.
Tell them what you said.
But yeah, some people will hate you for it. If you're not like, New Horizons is the perfect game, and you will go to hell.
Pokemon Sword is the best game ever.
I think people are kind of divided on it.
So let's see what you would do.
I think it is garbage.
Oof!
Like, it is very much garbage. But you'd need to actually get further in the game for me to explain, like, some of the specifics. Also, I'm not really sure how they fucked up the online on that, but they did. Do you want to use some shitty and stupid AIs to do the max the max raid dens? Yeah. Oh, then you better find some people online. Hang on, searching. Oh, nope, there's no one online right now.
What have I started?
Even though, you know, this game sold like 1 million units in a few days, and it's only like 2 weeks after it came out, and everybody's still playing and posting about it. Somehow, absolutely no one is playing and can join you on these really shitty boss battles. I'm fine. Sword and Shield aren't. No, just, yeah, no, I'll talk more, but you need to at least be Gordy.
Hold on a second here. Allow me to. Oh, sorry.
There's nothing necessarily. Well, actually, there is kind of something wrong with. They don't really show off like too much with the gym leaders. It is mostly you walk in and you beat them. There's a little bit of interaction sometimes, but not always. But you know which gym leaders you get like no interaction with? The version exclusive ones. So rather than being a cool thing where, wow, this one's special to my game, instead you just go in and they're just the person you fight. Really no more interesting than, you know, like an ace trainer or a youngster or lass that you fight just along a regular route. They just have a custom sprite.
How do I kill the chicken in the back?
Kirby.
Oh. I got the flowers. Take that. And take
Now, yeah, I was gonna say, did you really want to be standing on your motion sensor bomb?
I didn't. But I put it. Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, you skinny stick. Let's go.
How would?
Wham. Eat a sandwich. Wham. Oh, what are you doing? Stop that.
Yeah.
Aye, indeed. I forgot I was even going to check at this point, but I was forgetting now.
You're gonna check who Gordy was, or I guess what Jimmy was? I don't know.
No, I was
Something
gonna
about-
check something else. I said we were gonna take a promotion break, but clearly.
You could look up who Gordy's mom is.
Who's Gordy's
I believe her name's Melanie.
mom? Annie.
A lot of people are thirsty for Melanie.
Oh Jesus.
What? I've
No,
seen
just-
some. I've seen some Rule 34.
Well, we've
Melanie.
made our way back to Rule 34. I need a Rule 34 to buy a mayonnaise jar, please.
There is the whole jar thing.
Oh Lord, that's
Are
Yes,
you familiar
we-
with the jar thing?
yes. We're all familiar with the jar
I
thing.
think it started as a My Little Pony thing.
What? A library? Ooh, I'll take that. Anybody? 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 Go on.
You're going to explode. Anyway,
Why are they all exploding like this?
because they're
Take
tripping
that.
each other.
Ow! This is bullcrap.
Why does Camilla have bombs? I'm a tad confused, but whatever.
I'm more confused than Texas and China.
I don't exactly know what that's supposed to mean, but anyway.
Exactly. Confused, aren't you?
Camilla, she's your adopted sister.
My sister?
Yeah. You
My
remember
adopted
that
sister
thing?
Brienne?
Do you remember that thing that that I was saying before about Fire Emblem? Whether like if you had to side with either your adopted family or your blood family, who would you side with?
Isn't the adopted family evil, apparently?
And you were like, I'd side with my blood relatives, who I don't know, and they think I'm a spy
Ah, yes, that family.
because I'm a basic bitch.
I did not order Starbucks, thank you.
For Nor!
For tacos.
Oh, Fates.
Fate
You
indeed.
had some issues there, buddy. Or should I say buddies, since there were fucking 3 of you.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You blocked the arrow, but didn't manage to save yourself.
I did
Shulk
not-
joins the battle.
Oh, that was unlocking him. Now you can play as the Shulk.
Crayola chalk?
Crayola Shulk, sure.
Yay. Chalk. Chalk. Let's go on the mountain. And I guess I can't go up to the... Oh.
No,
Shit.
go to the right.
Yes.
It's just a treasure chest.
Oh.
I think you would... Yeah, I
got
assume
money!
that one would like a treasure chest.
I enjoy a good treasure chest.
What happens if you... You know what, it doesn't matter. I think it just would bring you down here, so it was just like a way to get back faster. Now push the switch. Yeah, that's a puzzle.
Let's beat Phantom.
End of the road.
End of the road, Jack.
It's a highwayman. Only it's Zelda, but if she looked
It's
like
clear Zelda.
Uh-oh. Defect. Or something.
She's the Phantom Menace.
No, it's apparently something with spirit tracks where she gets petrified, but then she's like, her spirit's still astral projecting and helping you by possessing the Phantom, the armor.
The Phantom Armor.
I haven't actually played that game though, because I didn't much care for the game that came right before it.
We can go to the left or we can go to the right. Let's go to the right. Mouser.
Kill him.
Just because you said kill him.
Fucking Pikachu.
Just because you said kill him, I'll kill him. Just because you said-
Kilimanjaro.
He's got a bomb!
Well, he had a bomb. And now he used it. Doesn't he feel like a... Oh. Wow, that was not what you wanted to do.
I wouldn't do that, though.
Yeah, he probably did. Hey, Mewtwo, what are you doing out there?
Electric Flower. Magic Kingdom 2.
Right now? You gotta push the... Well, it's not a button. You got the...
Switch.
You have the great cheese on Cammy's abs. They are quite pronounced. Damn. Oh yeah, you said you liked Anacaris, right? I was like,
Yes.
did we ever finish that conversation?
No.
But yeah.
I like the kitty
yeah,
and
no.
the Egyptian.
I like Cienko, and my second favorite, who I'm probably the best at playing, is Lord Raptor. He's the zombie.
Oh, yes. Yes.
You ever watch the animated Darkstalkers?
Nope.
It's like it's a 4-episode OVA series. It's not bad. I think it did kind of have the whole thing of this is 90s anime where we don't really we'll do our best on the dub, but we're not gonna try like too hard. Actually, that's contradictory. It's one of those like it's not like terrible, but it's not good either.
Why'd she do that? Why'd
Probably
you do
because
that?
she wanted to win.
But why you have to come so close to me?
Don't stand so close to me. Yeah.
Ah, I got a boomerang to the stomach.
That one... Actually, I think that one only had characters up to the second Darkstalkers game, so it didn't have Jeddah and the like.
Where can you play that game now?
What? That?
Darkstalkers.
I have it for a PSP. But beyond that, I mean, they are putting out a collection of games on most consoles, I think, that has most of the Darkstalkers on it.
Indeed.
So yeah, you can play. Although that is really one of those games. It's like, why would you even? I mean, I'm sure there's like some reason, but like, for me, I just look at that and I'm thinking, why would you not just only want to play Darkstalkers 3? Because I don't think they play all that differently. And Darkstalkers 3 is just like, you know, the same stuff for the most part, I think, but with more characters. Why would you not just want more characters?
We want more cheese on our pizza.
Like, yeah, more characters. Like, that one, I think, added... I'm trying to think of who... It added Jeddah, Phoebe Hood, QB, and I feel like there's somebody else. Darkstalkers 2 added Cienko and Donovan. And then, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. At least there's several. Oh, Darkstalkers.
Darkstalkers.
It's kind of like...
Darkstalkers.
Kind of like Street Fighter, but, you know, kind of less racist.
And here I was afraid about the comment I was going to make.
It just feels like the entire cast of Street Fighter is just like, well, what if every character was a stereotype?
This is offensive.
I mean, I'm not saying it's offensive, but at the same...
this is Greg Cave offense.
Oh.
That's offensive.
Huh. You hit him in the lava one more time. He's at over 100. That should kill him. Or you can just do that, too.
I just beat him.
Yeah.
Squawks.
Damn you, Squawks. Anyway, what was frickin' Street Fighter.
You know where to go with that.
This is an Indian guy. He practices yoga, and that lets him breathe fire and stretch. It's like, okay.
I do believe that is what I do, yes.
This is the Russian guy. He's huge and has a hairy chest and wrestles bears.
I'm going to wrestle the bear.
This is the Japanese guy. He wears a karate gi and...
Well, I died.
And he likes... He was like the most generic fighting game protagonist I think there ever fucking was. He wears a karate gi and he likes to fight strong opponents, and that's pretty much his whole motivation in life. And also, he practices a martial art that nobody knows how to use, but like half the cast is at least somewhat familiar with it. You ever think about that?
How the story always goes.
Oh, it's just like, let me actually think about this.
Think about it.
but not too hard. Ryu can use his. I think it's Satsuno. Satsuno Hado might be like the killing version of it. But he uses this. Yeah, he uses this martial art, right? Ryu does. Ken does. Akuma does. Like their master does when he comes back as like a fucking ghost or whatever the shit it is.
This level's a dick, by the way.
Like I think he's Master Gen or something like that. Sakura can use it and Dan can use it. And then I think the one character, Seth, like he can use like bits of like everybody's, or maybe it's he just randomly gets one of the other characters' movesets when he fights. Kind of like Charade did in Soul Calibur 2. But it's just like, okay. How is this super secret martial art that like literally no one's ever heard of the most prevalent fighting style in the entire game? How is that, huh? He's gonna Landmaster you, and you're going to die.
Yeah, this level.
Oh wait, it's not Landmaster, he's Zarwings. I don't play with Final Smashes.
Well, seeing as they do.
Yeah. But
This
yeah.
armadillo attack without fear. His armor charge, it's good to dodge it if you see him spin it.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's fine if people like Street Fighter though, because like it's not really my genre. I'll like play some of it, like some fighting games, but I'm not really like good at any of them outside of like frickin' Smash. And with that, I'm just like half decent. But yeah, it just always strikes me as like, why do they only concentrate on fucking Street Fighter? But then again, with Capcom, it really feels like they'll just get into like they'll get into a mood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, okay, we're concentrating on this series and only this series, right? Like right now, I guess they're kind of concentrating on two. They're concentrating on Monster Hunter and Resident Evil. But there was like a time where it's like, okay, we're just gonna pump out like regular sequels to Phoenix Wright. Haven't gotten like too much lately, but you know. And then there used to be like at least one game a year of like Mega Man, but they're like, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, no, it's just like, I guess Street Fighter is like the only thing I would say they somewhat consistently support.
It's because it's a fighting game. I'm very sure it's still like an arcade cabinet like fave over in Japan.
I don't really know. Because like I'm just like, well yeah, Street Fighter, that's like the fighting game that everyone plays. Like sometimes people will mix it up a little bit and they'll be like, okay, I'm gonna play like Soul Calibur or something, right?
Well,
but then like I hear about other countries, it's like, yeah, other countries actually play like fucking Tekken. And apparently, like, South and Latin America, they play SNK, and it's just like, I forget that SNK is a thing.
What does that even stand for? Do I even know what that means?
I don't know. It's Japanese, though, so it could be, like, very, very foreign words.
Subaru, Nintendo, Gokiko.
But either way. Yeah, I don't know.
Excuse me. The
It's
floor is
one
sticky.
of those things that I do think of Street Fighter as, like, the fighting game, but then, I'll hear about somewhere else that, they play something else instead, and it's kind of like, oh, well, it's neat. Somebody plays them, even if it's not, like, an American thing too much. It's like, I've only ever met one person, I think, who actually plays Tekken.
This thing away from me! Really actually stuck before.
Marvel vs. Capcom, that's the other one I like, because it's crossover.
I enjoy Marvel vs. Capcom!
Well, I do when they actually put in effort. And
why does this thing not die?
Because it's a Metroid. You did it!
Hey, you did it, Goku!
But yeah.
You did it!
I'm trying to think of, like, what other fighting games. Like, I know there's, like, a billion fighting games, and for some reason, I'm just drawing a blank on, like, all of them. Then again, some of them I'm not drawing a blank on. It's just like, but nobody actually plays Pokken.
Pokken Tournament. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dragon Ball Fighters, nobody really, like, well, you know, like, some
The
people
hype
do
would-
play it.
The hype for it went up then. Everyone played it.
What?
Dragon Ball Z Tournament.
Fighters is actually, it's
Fighters.
really cool. It's just one of those, like, it was, like, a lot to keep up with. Because they kept on putting out, like, more and more DLC, which, I mean, it's all beautifully animated and everything, so there's a part of me that thinks it's worth it and that, like, they deserve to, like, you know, get some money because they are actually, like, taking the time to, you know, like, I think they actually, like, draw each of the animations for it.
Yeah.
Digitally, but still, it's not just like okay, here, let's make a figure, like a model, and then just be like, okay, your arm moves this way and your arm moves, like, they're actually, like, you know, drawing it and everything.
Like each person has their distinct.
But at the same time, I hear, like, about half of the DLC for that frickin' game is just Goku.
How we all feel about Samurai Showdown?
Like, I forget that exists too. Actually, that one's by SNK too, right?
Mm-hmm. Fatal Fury.
I'm trying to remember what that was called.
What? Fatal Fury?
No. I have it downstairs. Just actually, I can pull it up here because I should at least I deleted all of it because it was one of those things. It's like I got the game cheap, and I beat the story, and I'm just like never again. Or wait, was that on my? It was like an SNK crossover thing where they took, but it's just like, what if he made it like really misogynistic for no reason?
Oh God. Lord Jesus, misogynistic.
Yeah,
That's
that might
a
have
word.
been before I transferred my data over. So yeah, to this switch, so I might not have the icon, so it's gonna bug the piss out of me. I think it was like SNK Heroine fight, yeah, Heroines or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, pretty much like all of the fighters in it, like all the playable characters, women, and they were not wearing like their typical outfits. They were like wearing really fetishized stuff. Like Mai Shiranui, she was wearing like a cow print like bikini, with, like horns and stuff like that.
Oh my.
Like a lot of them were just wearing like skimpy stuff.
Skimpy. Alright, before we go into the Great Sky offense.
Yeah, I think you only have like the train and then the sky, right?
Yep, and that'll be it.
You know, like and
And
not
of course Kaleem.
yeah. But like not only that, but like there was one male character in it and he was the main villain and he like pretty much had taken all of these women without their consent, put them in these skimpy ass outfits and was making them, you know, like fight each other
Dead or alive.
so that they could, you know, like and like, you know, if they lost, he pretty much like froze them and made them into like this weird like added them to like this weird statue or something like that where they were pretty much just like frozen in like their misery or something, and it was like, okay, cool. Like I don't know how you managed to make this feel this skeevy, but you did it.
Wow.
Then yeah, there was just like other creepy stuff too. Like I think it's like this little samurai girl, and it's like, okay, let's put her in a skimpy outfit. I'm like, let's not do that.
Ooh, Power Stone. That was another good one too.
Let's not do that. Why did I almost want to say that I heard something about them doing something with Power Stone again. And I was just like, wow, if that is true, that is like, I am only vaguely aware of that thing's existence. I think you're the only person I've ever seen play that game.
I emulate it.
And I only ever hear about it, like, I think the only reason I was aware of it was because, like, I think I picked up, like, some Capcom character encyclopedia or something, and they're like, da-da-da-da-da, Power Stone. I'm like, the hell is Power Stone?
Yay! Oh!
Yeah.
So, like, we got beat up really bad.
Yeah, you know what? There was Tatsunoko versus Capcom that never got a sequel. It was also weird because like the rosters I think were different between Japan and America. Also, I was supposed to get a sports towel, but I never did.
Speaking of sports,
Sports.
where are we at in that?
What?
Wii Sports.
Oh, I don't know. Like, they did the whole demo thing, and I was
about
aware of it, and I was just like, but you know what? I really don't feel like it.
I completely forgot about it. Did the whole oh no, it was the test thing, right? Just test
Yeah,
to
the
see if you
demo. The demo. Kirby demo, I found out about it today. Somebody just posted on Twitter, they're like, oh, I played the demo, and more please, or something like that.
could-
I'm like,
More, please.
and I was just like, oh,
Oh.
the demo's out, and apparently this guy likes it. I think it was like Ant Dude, who
More,
I think he's
please.
supposed to have like pretty decent like taste in games. So it was like, oh, okay, well that's promising. Well, why don't I go and do it? And then yeah, like cleared in about like a half hour, and it was one of those things. It's like I would continue to play it right now if it were available. So
More, please.
it's not perfect, but it is fun. There's like a few things that are a little awkward with the game, but again, it's still fun.
She had it coming. I'm sorry, he had it coming.
Also, there's Poppy Brothers Jr.
Poppy Brothers.
Do you not know Poppy Brothers Jr. or Poppy Brothers Senior?
Weenie Hut Jr.
No, not that. Poppy Brothers, yeah, the Poppy Brothers are the bomb enemies. Where they're like, they got like the little nightcap or whatever it is, like the light blue nightcap, and they have like the big feet that they hop back and forth on, and then they throw bombs.
Oh, yes!
Yeah, I love Poppy Brothers Jr.
That's
It's probably like my third favorite Kirby character.
Oh, character. I was about to say, wait, they gave him like a fighting thing?
I wish I could use Poppy Brothers. You're gonna explode.
Ta-da.
You didn't. You threw it somehow, it looked like? I don't know how you managed it, but
Come on, girls.
good on
Here
you.
we go. Amy and...
But yeah, I really like Poppy Brothers Jr. He's very cool. You could kill one of them immediately if you just threw Boss Galaga. I exploded my way over to him. It was all part of my plan.
A nut! Here, take a nut. And a bomb Jew. And a baseball in the face.
Oh wow, you caught it through the air. There is a lot going on, by the way. I mean,
Well-
I shouldn't say a lot going on, but there's like just a lot of just items popping up and being like, do it!
That's how WarioWare things work. A lot of confusion out of nowhere.
Yeah, that is certainly true.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Get that thing away from me.
And
it saved me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. How are you not dead? I guess you're only at 100. I just felt like it should be a lot more.
Baseball to the face.
You beamed him.
I beamed Cat Nana.
Katana.
Katana. Oh.
Did you never pick that up?
Wow, that's dumb.
Have you
That's dumb.
What's the main character's name in Pokemon?
Ash.
What's his last name?
Ketchum.
Yeah.
Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. Are you gonna criticize Katana but not Ketchum? Gotta Ash catch 'em all. That's funny shit.
We made more fun of the fact that it sounded like ketchup.
Jelly donuts.
Through my donut go. I mean Pokeball go.
You should probably get the damn treasure chest. It's Wolheart.
Ganondorf
Do you know
too.
where he's from?
My Hero Academia.
No.
Looks like All Might.
I mean, he's not like. He's evil. I think Wolheart was. It's been so long since I played this exact game that he's
Oh,
from.
we're playing HP. Oh, excuse
Yeah.
me.
It's Fire Emblem Awakening. Perhaps my favorite Fire Emblem.
Oh, he didn't want me to have the flower. Suck.
Okay, you're going to die just from the
Well,
flower.
yeah, we know that. The flower came at the last minute. It's like, here, take this, Ganondorf. And it's like, Yeah, shut up, Ganondorf.
Are you familiar with zoning?
Laws, yes.
Just plink him. Just plink him. Just plink him, throw some bombs.
Well, if he would get away from me. In the knee. In the knee.
I used to be an adventurer until I took an arrow to the knee. I don't remember what game that's from.
It's from Skyrim. I used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee.
It is sticking out of his knee.
It is.
I'll never be an adventurer.
Get away from me.
What hits harder, your boomerangs or your arrows?
At this rate, he does.
Yeah, he does. He's Ganon.
Oh, hold on. Oh, pardon me. Did you respond to the 3 emails that came in today? Not the newest ones. Planning a response for our new friend. I'm planning for our mask friend.
You could tell him that you don't actually believe that it prevents the spread of disease, that you just don't want to see their stupid faces.
Also, due to the fact that we are a very small business in our program.
You did. He's dead. Oh, it's a weird ass axe. That's what he's on. He decided to be brave and come in, even though we have company. Is it because you want something? What could you possibly want at this time of night?
They said don't even respond to him. I was like, but I want to be the sweetest employee ever. I want him to feel so bad. I want him to cry when he reads my response. Sabuku! How did that happen? Well, he felt so bad for the email, he said, that he just took a katana. Actually, he took Kat and Hannah and just went, I do not deserve to be on this planet anymore. And went, hoi! He's a butthead, but we should make sure to update the website if it still says makes. Or Matt. Well, so responses were sent to Cody Stryker and Ben Armstrong. Yes. And I need the website for the...
I might feed you. Is it? I might. Get the damn treasure chest.
Make me. Go on, make me.
Well, it's your Switch. So... I probably won't.
I mean, I've technically already done it if you think about it.
Yeah, you have.
Hi, kiddies. How's everyone doing? Oh, Lucina, we haven't seen you in a while.
It's Dungeon Man.
Dungeon Man. Like, never mind.
I haven't seen those in a while, but then again, I don't really watch like typical television, especially like late at night.
They're more on like... Yeah, the commercials come out, but they come like on Hulu and stuff like that, like after a certain hour. Which I'm like, I think they should come on during the daytime so the kids know what's going on.
You
Hey,
see,
kids.
when a mommy and daddy love each other very much, but they don't want any more of you little mistakes. Trojan man. Anyway, I'm gonna go feed the cats real quick. I'll be right back. I guess I might as well throw away my cup of nothing.
Cup of nothing. Or y'all gotta stop. Anyway, so now that it's just you and I, as in me and the microphone. Oh wait, there's only one thing. Oh, the train. Never mind. Never mind. It's gonna say, but wait, there's only one thing left, and it's not one thing left. It's the train still. once we do the train, then we can do this. Nibbles! Alright, here we go. I'm excited. Go on. Alright, let's see here. That's Nibbles. Oh, I just destroyed him. Oh, for the love of God, get back over here. You probably did.
I don't know about that.
Nibbles! Why are you hiding up there like the coward you are, Yoshi?
That's a lot of ingredients.
Come on. Get in there.
You don't get crushed by that. Oh, and then there's one Charizard.
I got the one I needed.
Because Charizard isn't a dragon. He's a Lizardon.
He is an idiot indeed. He is expletive deleted.
I don't think you've changed at all.
Also,
You've been linked this entire time now that I think
yep,
about it.
I have been. Also, silly question. Should I order lunch for this person too?
What?
We have a program next week, so I'm like, should I order lunch for this person as well? The one that's facilitating it. Ryoma, hey! Seppuku! Hey! Um.
And Mike is back on.
Oh, Jesus, that was... Oh, my God.
Yeah, I had to tell him something that happens late game with Ryoma. If you played the one, if you played one of the Fates titles or the one in particular I'm talking about, you know exactly what I just told him.
Oh, dear God. That was funny.
Well, I'm glad you heard me.
I won the lottery without even trying, and I ended up dying in the process. It's the best thing ever. Oh, that's fun. All right. Focus, people, focus. I just like to state that death was only because I died of laughter. Literally died of laughter.
You should play Fire Emblem. Good series,
my god niece is dead.
What?
My god niece is dead.
Oh, I thought you said your god niece is dead. I was like, wait, what?
Wow! I hope not, Jesus!
Let's see. But she isn't the one that also likes Sword and Shield, right?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, even though Broken Clock is...
Wow! I think some people like to say that about you too, good sir.
I ain't gonna say that. I would say I'm the only one that is still ticking along. Yeah. Yeah. Aye. Wait, yeah.
That was... oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I talked about...
Then... Can I turn off the microphone for a second? Alright, turned it back on.
There are circumstances. Anyway, yeah.
The bridge
I'm
of
like
Elder-
I'm somewhat optimistic about the new Pokemon games because it looks like they actually are doing graphics.
Oh, let me out of here. Let me out of here. Let me out of here.
So even if they don't have all the Pokemon in the game, it's not like in the last game where they had the exact same graphics and they're like, no, we couldn't put all the Pokemon in because we were making the battle animations look better, and then they still look like shit. But maybe the game will come out and it'll be low effort. Then again, there's a part of me that thinks that they half-assed Sword because nobody liked Sun and Moon.
Beat them.
Like, I don't know.
Gorilla.
Yeah, you probably weren't paying that close attention, right?
Wow.
Well, I mean, to like Pokemon back in Gen 7.
Well, not really, not much. I mean, I think I have Sun. I think.
It's pretty good. I'd recommend it.
Recommend it.
Recommend it.
Haha, you missed.
But
That's
yeah,
nice.
no, it was like
Where did that thing come from?
Sun and Moon came out, and then people were like, "Oh, the next version is going to be Star, right?" Because I thought it was going to be like, you know,
Planetary. Intergalactic.
well,
Planetary.
I just mean how there was like gold, silver, crystal. Then there was like, you know, they had the third version for like a lot of the generations.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody was like, they're gonna make Pokemon Star, and it's gonna be Stars, and it's gonna be on the Switch because the Switch had just come out. And then they were like, hey, here's Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and everyone got like super pissed because one, it wasn't Stars, which was kind of dumb to think about, like to expect anyway, because we had not had a third version of a game since like Gen 4, right? And this was Gen 7. Gen 5 had Black and White, then Black 2 and White 2.
I like black and white.
Then there was X and Y, and that was it.
I have X.
This is a Bestian.
Do I have an X? I think I have X.
But yeah, no. And then like everybody, you know, like everybody shit on that because it wasn't what they expected. And look, it was dumb to expect it on the Switch anyway because the Switch was new and not a lot of people had it, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, oh, I want it on the Switch, and it's like, think of how many people won't be able to get it, won't be able to play it because they don't have a Switch. Also, you're asking for the $40 game to now become a $60 game, right?
Indeed.
So I thought it was a dumb request. Plus, people were upset that it wasn't Stars, but instead it was just like, okay, but it's a third version, but just done twice. It's a third and fourth version. It's not that different.
Stars.
But it was kind of troubling because they announced Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, I cannot remember the guy's name, but it was one of like the big guys at like the Pokemon company. He comes on and he announces it, and he's obviously super excited, right?
Yeah.
Super excited. And he announces it, and
Super cool.
and I was also excited because I really like Sun and Moon, right?
Mhm.
I had bought both versions. That's how much I liked it. But everybody else kind of shit on it, right?
Okay.
Like, I want to say a month, like somewhere between 2 weeks and a month later, they did another presentation, right? And I think it was just to announce a few odds and ends.
Mm-hmm.
But the same guy came out, and he looked very defeated. And he was kind of like, oh, well, we're porting Pokken Tournament to Switch. And here's a few other things, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And also, we've already begun, like, working on Pokemon, like, the next generation of Pokemon or something like that, which will be on the Switch. Just one of those, it's like, he was super happy about, like, what he announced, and you guys all shit on it, so now he's just kind of like, alright, forget what I was excited about, we'll give you what you want. And there's, like, a big part of me that wonders if that's why they half-assed Sword and Shield, because one, they wanted to get it out as quickly as possible to, you know, like, placate people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
I
two,
think we're already going to the sky. Go ahead.
did you do, there wasn't another map? Actually, can you zoom out the map? No, not that, but just, like, scroll the map. You might be right. I thought there was one more path, but no, I think you were right. Okay.
To the sky!
But yeah, like I kind of think that might be why Sword and Shield were as half-assed as they were. Because like another thing that's really, that was really kind of annoying about the audience, I guess I should say, when it came to Sun and Moon, is how for years people were like, "Oh, Pokemon, it's the same plot every time."
Well, dang.
Well, it's kind of true. You're like a young child. You meet a professor. He's like, "Here's a Pokemon. Complete my encyclopedia that I've never filled out a single entry for, despite being a scientist of Pokemon for like decades, right?" And then you go around. You fight 8 gym leaders. You become the champion, and you take on like an evil team, right?
See.
They did a lot more with the story, with like not X and Y, Sun and Moon, right? And then people are like, "Oh my gosh, the cutscenes are so long." And it's like, look, I admit there are some times where it does go on for a little too long, and it's just like, just let me play the game. But essentially, you asked for this.
This is what you wanted. This is what you're gonna get.
Well, it kind of goes in with the theory that people don't actually know what they want.
No, they don't actually. People really don't know what they want.
Like, they think they do, but, like, there's been studies with this.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
But, it was just one of those, like, and Sun and Moon, well, Sword and Shield, absolutely half-assed their story. Like, I can't see anybody, like, I don't know. I would be very curious as to the points. Why do you not charge it up when they have a shield break?
I didn't know I had a shield break until.
But yeah, I mean, the story in Sword and Shield is really, really half-assed.
You're not half-assed.
Like, you'll get to it at some point, but there's one character that they should kind of be hinting that there's something going on with them and that they have like a deeper backstory and all that. When they go to reveal it, they pretty much like the character in question just walks up to you and it's like, "Okay, so here's my entire backstory in like 3 text boxes." And it's just like, wow.
We don't have time for this.
If only there were, it's a shame that they couldn't have figured out some way to actually incorporate that. Because up to that point, like, I still like the character, but it's one of those things where it's like, I would have loved that character had they actually, like, taking the fucking time, well done.
Thank you.
To actually, like, to actually put some nuance, to put some, like, build up and all that, and not just be like, "That's my backstory. I wrote it on this napkin for you."
Sure you have a diaper? You want to put a diaper in?
They just shit it out. They just shit it out. It was very disappointing.
Disappointing!
Like, my favorite character in that game is the only one they seem to give, like, to give 2 shits about when it came to story.
Pegasus Sisters.
Also, I hate Hop.
Hoptown?
Yeah, Hop. He's just a worse version of the, like, the rival in Sun and Moon, I do like. Although I think a lot of people do shit on him. They're just like, what if we did the exact same character, but we got rid of, like, a lot of his personality? It's like, okay, cool. That was the decision that you made. And that's Hop. Hop sucks.
Hooray!
How rules. He is a cool guy. And is my friend. Did not realize you had super armor on that.
Oh, you were
Slightly beside you.
all the way.
But
Come
yeah,
here, you.
I don't know. You need to beat it so that we can, like, actually talk about it.
Anybody still streaming it?
Well, I mean, if you won, I could probably just... If you don't want to play it yourself, I could do it.
What kind of game is it? Is it RPG?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Just play it. Just defeat it.
When I die, they can turn my ashes into a CD. Why would you want that? So they can play me just like when I was living.
Okay, I thought you were going with something else with that. Did you know CD?
CD's
Yes, CD's
nuts. Aloha snack bar.
Look,
Darn it!
look, it is that woman who's into underage boys. A statue. built
Somebody
in
call the
bronze,
peoples. I want that.
built in her. Because I guess when you're
Is this
a god,
President Joseph Biden? You know that law you just signed today? Well, listen to this.
not only that, but he's like her subordinate, right?
Who?
Pitt.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they portray it in maybe I'm talking out my ass because I have not played Kid Icarus Uprising.
Is this going to be a mommy milkers kind of thing?
But there was the like I've seen the end of the original Kid Icarus, and like you rescue her, and then like you get close to each other, and then like hearts go over your head, and it's like, oh, he's like 15.
That's somebody call the
And
peoples.
you're supposed to look like you're in your 20s, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure you've been like, you're like a goddess, so you've probably been around like thousands of years or something. Which, I mean, I guess if we want to defend her, we could say at that point, like, is there really much difference between being, like, dating a 15-year-old and an 85-year-old, because they're all children to you, but still.
Ooh. What happened there, did you just say?
I'm saying after a while, age just starts to become relative. Because, like, when you're, like, a billion years, like, old or whatever, right? Is there really much difference between somebody who's, like, 15 and 85? And the answer is yes, big time in, immaturity-wise, which is kind of why there's, like, the whole age of consent thing. But at the same time, when you're that old, but at the same time, maybe you should not. But then again, I like Spice and Wolf, and that, you know what, let's not go into weird stuff. Spice and Wolf is apparently getting another anime adaptation.
Oh, God.
Have you ever wanted to understand economic things, but it's too, it just feels... What are you doing? It feels like the concepts are too abstract. Why not watch Spice and Wolf, and they will explain it to you in simple dumb people terms. In simplified ways, with concrete examples so that you understand how you can crash the stock market. Yeah, I watched a video on that today. You don't need to.
I do, actually.
Putin might show up.
Oh, God. What do you mean Putin might show up?
Okay, you didn't get that far.
What? Spoiler alert!
There's a Russian character, and she may or may not reference Putin, like, a few times. Like, Comrade Putin a few times. It's like, this didn't age well. So they play him off as, like, just a silly little cartoony character, almost, right?
Oh, darn it. Aha. Fine.
Did the boomerang come back and hit him out of it? I did not know that was a thing that could be done. But stuff. Yeah, I guess
Good.
the intro is pretty fun though. On a guy muscle.
Muscle indeed.
But yeah,
What is going on here? Why are we having a meeting at 9:34 at night?
tell them to watch the stream and type their responses in the chat.
Come watch my stream and I will answer all the questions you have.
This would probably be a better way to do it. You could, yeah.
So Apollo, Athena. Hold on a second. Apollo, Athena,
You want me to kill him?
or a classic. No, these are dishes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the email, not the the how you're doing catering.
No, it's a we're gonna order a we're doing an Eero place for people. So apparently they're gonna be there too. So I said, all right. So here are the three choices. Choose them, and God bless America. Ah, come on, you little child. Oh, yay! I did it!
That, yeah.
I did it! Yay!
That counts.
I shot him in the head. I shot the. Oh no, never mind.
By the way, did you see the Smash or Pass Markiplier thing that he did for Pokemon
No, I've just seen it for Disney that everyone's been doing on TikTok.
on Disney? Are most of those characters underage?
That's the thing. The joke is the fact that y'all doing some smash and pass on some Disney characters is absolutely okay. Let's see what I got.
Well, to be fair, with animated characters, it can be really hard to tell the age. I'd say that's more the case with stinking anime.
Stinking anime.
Well, there's some that it's like a super, developed, hypersexualized woman, and they're like, she's 15. And then there's other times you get like these little lolly characters, and they're like, she's 25. And it's just like, Japan.
Don't question Japan like that. They do
Japan.
Japan.
Have you ever seen a woman? Do you know what womanly proportions are?
Don't question Japan. They're built differently.
Then I'm like, oh yeah, this character's hot, and they're like, dude, she's like 15. I'm like, oh, well, this is awkward. And then yeah, it's like these super lolly characters, like, she's too young for me, and it's like, dude, she's like almost as old as you are. What are you talking about? Not old enough? It's like, why do you do this? You're confusing my PP a good deal.
No, sir.
You're gonna give me weird complexes.
Sir, no. We, the PP committee, should not be confused.
So yeah, it's just odd. So I mean, I could imagine it like the same with like Disney characters. There's like a lot of them where they're like, she is like this old, and you're like, really? I mean, I have no idea how old the Frozen people are. How old are the Frozen people?
They're clearly like at least in the 18s or 19s or something. They're legal.
Oh,
They
okay.
grew up. The beginning was their kids, and they grew up through one song.
Okay, that's good. I just mean in general.
I got some questions. One main one.
Yeah, isn't Ariel supposed to be like 15 and then she marries like the prince man? But
I
then
have
again,
one main question.
look, I might have seen some things.
That's the question I have. What are these things that you've seen, and should we call somebody?
It's fine.
Oh no.
It's fine. Believe me, I've done much weirder. Like I say,
You've done much weirder.
I look at furry stuff. I think we've been over this.
Oh, yeah, we're constantly getting over this.
Did you see my latest clip show? Well, actually, I think it was 2 clips the other day. Anyway, I baited the title by saying you hate furries again.
Again?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't hate. Oh, for
I
God's
believe
sake!
I called it Ike is very gay and Brandon still hates furries.
I don't hate furries. That's it. Now I gotta go back and check your clips. While I'm here, I'm changing titles before I leave.
Yeah. If you had to marry a Pokemon, what Pokemon would you marry?
We're not marrying Pokemon.
Hey, some people do.
This is not how this works.
Some people do.
We know you want Guadavar.
Actually, I don't.
Okay, fine. Which one do you want?
Probably wouldn't. Like,
See?
in all honesty.
Then why
'cause
would you make me?
It's one thing to, like, sometimes I will look at art where they're given, like, human proportions, but that's, like, I kind of feel like that's different because it's one of those things that's, like, I would not sleep with a real fox, but I would sleep with Crystal from Star Fox. Likewise, I would not sleep with, like, a Gardevoir, but if you give a Gardevoir some ass and titties, it's very different.
Someone please send help. Send the helps. All the helps.
Like, I was watching a video where they were talking about Gardevoir the other day, and they were showing, like, her Mega Form, and her Mega Form, like, her upper torso is pretty much like a pole, right? Like, it's perfectly circular, it's got, like, no definition other than, like, the heart things coming out of it.
Why would she eat?
And just one of those, it's like, but somebody's, you know, it's like, but somebody's into it, and it's one of those, like, no.
I bet.
But anyway, like, the reason I bring it up is, there's, like, this one, one of the members of, okay, well, this is awkward. I'd say kill her, if you're both invincible, kill the Luma.
There you go.
This is really messy.
I don't like any of this.
Anyway, like, they asked this one streamer, like her chat did, and it's one of those, like, why would you answer this question? But they were like, hey, Ollie, if you had to marry a Pokemon, which one would you choose? And she kind of, like, waffled on it a bit, like, I don't want to answer that. And then she did eventually say, he's like, and I kind of feel like she just kind of picked it because she felt she needed an answer. Because it didn't seem all that. But she was like, what's the rabbit starter, like the final form of the rabbit starter now? And they're like, Cinderace. She's like, okay, that one. And it's just one of those, like, why would you say that, Ollie? Why would you say it? I'm just like, this is gonna give people a lot of weird material for a while.
This is some bull crap.
I would very much recommend not doing that. Just saying, like, hey, gun to my head, I have to marry a Pokemon, and just like actually say something. Just be like, no, I wouldn't.
Just pull the trigger. Just at that point.
Oh yeah, Markiplier. I can't remember how many he got up to, but it was a very interesting list. It was also interesting when he would like pause on them. He did say smash on Gardevoir, by the way.
Oh my god, y'all are some freaks!
It was Markiplier, not me.
I didn't mean to freaks be that loud. I was like, I fell. I didn't like it.
Markiplier, but yeah, I think like the one he had the strongest reaction to was Florges.
The Ryan Reynolds of the gaming world right there, folks.
Are you familiar with Florges?
No.
I really like Florges.
Why? Who?
Florges is a cool Pokemon.
I bet. Okay. Get out of my house.
And into my car?
Get out of my dreams and into my car.
She's invincible.
Not the Luma, though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't risk it unless I was also invincible.
Risk it for the biscuit. Who gave it to her? Who gave it to her?
It seems a little much to give her invincibility and then also be dropping stars, especially when they're right on her freaking head, doesn't it?
This just seems like a whole crock of bullshit today.
That's Smash Brothers. Oh wow! Again on her head. It's
what is this, like the Metapod episode? Thank you.
Do you think that's somebody's kink?
Constantly hard and left and right.
Well, just like they watch specifically like the Metapod episode, where they're just like harden.
So they just.
I will harden. Now Metapod use harden, and then they're just like, oh hell yeah, that's what I'm into. Metapod's just getting hard. I think a few people have been doing like Pokemon Smasher passes like since,
oh my god, finally.
Since that came out, and it's just one of those like somebody already did it though.
Everyone just
feels very derivative. There was one I watched some clips of it where there was like two VTubers again and they were doing it, and like the one was very selective, right?
Wait, before I go there, I think I go to the other side.
The one was very selective, and the other one was just like smash, smash,
smash,
smash,
smash,
smash, and it was like, holy shit!
All of them, smash all of them. Do I get a comment? The one guy I commented on his chest,
oh, it's Malo.
His booby pig head. TBKB's.
It's the one that everybody forgets about.
So
I'm sorry, Malo.
I need you to go.
You could get the flying man. If you get the flying man.
Thanks.
Actually, I started playing Earthbound Beginnings. It's not bad. At least so far. Maybe it will get to the point where I hate it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so far, it's not bad.
I don't get it.
It's not bad. What?
I just don't get it.
Malo?
No, I just don't get the game. Earthbound.
Second game, actually, like, I started playing it and then I kind of shelved it. Which I'll get back to it. Like, the way that I started playing Earthbound Beginnings was I played it on, like, NSO.
Okay.
Even though I paid to have it on my Wii U, I just haven't gotten around to it, so I feel like an idiot. But anyway, yeah, like, I'll play it online, and, you know, like, Aaron will just, like, watch me play it. Because, yeah, he has, like, his wrist thing right now. So, yeah, he's just, like, kind of there, and sometimes I'll, like, navigate.
Did he do his thing for that?
He got the surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did. He cannot play Elden Ring. Well, it gives him some time to, like, hear other people's opinions, see if there's any, like, because I hear that some of the, I think it's, like, the PC version's the one that runs like shit.
Ooh.
Which is really weird. I would have been like, yeah, console, obviously. But no, apparently, like, the Steam version is just, like, it has a lot of issues. There's a bomb.
I know, I placed that bomb. I want them to go over near it.
A lot of people forget about bombs.
There it is. I don't want to touch the bomb.
I don't know who this guy is, by the way. The Jester.
Oh wait, I gotta see.
Yeah. But yeah, like the first Earthbound game, you start out with like a bunch of temporary members in your party for like the first section of it. And then it's like, hey, go like 1,000,000 years with only Ness in the party so that he's in charge of, you know, like using, you know, attacking, using items, healing himself.
Isn't that Pokemon? Not Pokemon, listen to Yoshi?
I mean, it might be. I guess that would make sense why he was the spirit who loves surprises.
Surprise!
That's what it says on my driver's license.
Spirit who loves surprises.
Yes. And I'm like, and
we're charging you an extra fee. Surprise!
And I'm like, that's my full name too. So like, you need to like that. That's just my first name. So you need to say the entire thing every time.
It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Didn't you fight him earlier on the board?
Probably.
I feel like I saw him earlier.
Wham. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Suck on these bombs, boys. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Hi-ha. Suck it. Arrow to the knee. Sword in the butt.
Why did he not go? He is not moving a lot, is he?
Now
there
he
he
is.
goes. I was gonna say, he was not taking much knockback.
Hey.
It's not.
Huge draw. Ding, 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 ding. All right. I guess I did this. What is this?
It's the gourmet race.
Oh, I did this and the other thing. I guess. Does it? Oh, I haven't done it here.
Yeah, you need to get the most amount of food possible, which I don't know the I could always figure it out. I think I actually had to look this one up. Because I could get like all, but you know, like I would be one away, right?
Uh-huh.
You fucked up.
I did.
Fucked up. Big time.
How many foods did I get? I only got 5. I got 3rd place. New record. I got the 3.
Yeah, how many do you need?
You need like the 10 or 11.
Oh, for some reason I thought it was like 8.
I did it one time. Let's see if I can remember how to do this.
Can you slide the map?
No. You gotta know how to do it by pure skill, but I think I can do it.
Do
Hold
you?
on.
Yeah. Do you want me to look it up?
No.
Okay. Then walk backwards.
Can't walk backwards either. Sadly, it'd be nice. 9, so that should be 2. All right, one more.
Why isn't there a 3?
I already did the 3. There is a 3.
Yeah, but shouldn't it pop up with 2?
Mm-mm. You got to do it to whatever one you want to get.
Okay, so you need to purposefully get 8.
Yeah, or like the least amount.
Wait, did it pop up when you screwed up the first time?
Yeah.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't do it because I wanted the.
Is it still? You know what? Whatever.
It's gonna be still 9. Okay, we'll go for 2. Why not? We'll go for the 2-1.
Yeah, I think they're disappearing in between runs.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you need to grab it when it's there because I think
Well, yeah.
3 I think 3 disappeared, so you probably
No.
want to grab the 3, right?
3 comes back. You just have to screw up. That's all.
Well, why don't you just screw up to grab it?
It won't disappear. I promise you.
Okay.
I promise you, it won't disappear.
Alright, let's see. Kill Kawasaki. I have oven mitts. Uh-oh.
No, not. Get me out of the pot. A jelly donut. Get me out of the pot. Stop seasoning me. That's a hot dog.
Oh yeah, did you watch Cuphead?
I did not yet. No.
Okay. It's not bad. Like I wouldn't. Like it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't call it like the perfect cartoon or anything, but I guess I'll have fun with it. And apparently, like the second half of season 1 is coming. I saw some shit about that on like Twitter. Somebody's like, "Oh, they announced season 2 of Cuphead, but it was actually part of, you know,
Part of season 1.
yeah, it's like what they ordered for like the first season. Like, isn't that weird?" And then somebody in the like comment underneath, it's like, "Yeah, that's a trick people use, so that when they pay for a second season, like it's like some sort of trick to get out of paying, like giving people raises.
You're all getting a raise. Hooray.
Where I guess they would have needed to pay people more.
That's not what I wanted to do, but that. Well, I'm getting that 3 now.
Yeah, I guess you are. But yeah, like it's something to get them out of giving somebody like a raise, right? So it's just one of those. It's like, okay, that's kind of shitty. But I'm still probably gonna watch like part 2. Still probably gonna watch it. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it enough, I guess.
Good. As long as you enjoyed it, that's all.
And then, yeah.
Waddle dee, waddle dee, waddle dee, waddle, waddle, waddle. Aha! I'm gonna kill all the Kirby's.
There's some parts where I was like, yeah, this is really fun. Other parts, it's like, it kind of feels like you're trying a little hard. Like, one of the weird things is they put, like, a filter on it to make it look like an older, like, show, right? Since it is aping, like, old styles.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look quite right, in my opinion.
Mm.
So it's just one of those. It's like, I mean, you could have just kept it regular, or you could have gotten an actual, like, grainy filter on it.
Grainy filter. It's gonna be a wallop of a battle.
Have you ever beaten Cuphead?
No. Clearly, you have been here for this moment.
I just kind of wanted to bring it up so I could make fun of you for not being as good at video games as I am.
I'm sorry. At least I.
Well,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
this
Yes.
is
Yes.
delicious.
Yes. There it is. Okay. That should be 1.
Oh my. 11's a weird number for that.
There it is.
Well, congrats.
Thank you.
Who could it be now? Did it?
Why, it's our good friend Day today. Lipstick enabled. Lipstick him.
They actually showed him off in like the latest Kirby.
Kirby the Curb.
That new Kirby game that you told me the name of that I already
Forgotten
forgot.
Lands.
Forgotten Lands, yeah. So they showed like what his role was going to be in the game, and it's like, all right. I kind of thought it would be, because like I swear I saw it like kind of like because they kind of put him in one of the other trailers, but it was kind of like from a weird angle, so you couldn't exactly tell it was him.
Mm-hmm.
But then they kind of just like showed it in the latest one, and it's like, well, I mean, it would have been kind of cool had you kept it a mystery, but no, instead you just gotta show.
It's a
You had to show that the guy who's normally in Kirby games is in this Kirby game and what he's going to specifically be doing. That's cool. Could have left us a little bit of mystery.
Yeah, what fun is that?
But it's gonna be fun anyway, probably. Like, unless they put all of the good parts in the fucking demo, it's gonna be a fun time.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be grand. They're gonna have a band. Let's see here. All right. It's time to prepare for the battle.
Okay, maybe I'll go clean up their bowls real quick. You're done, right?
Actually, I'm going to the restroom too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. We're going to take. Before you turn off the microphone, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be right back for a quick break. We'll be back soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are slowly coming back for the grand finale of this evening's events and such and all that stuff. Do I need anything? Mighty Throw. Anything else I need? Let's see. All right, air attack should be fine. All right, this is it. It's time for the first map to be murdered.
Is there a boss on either side of Gleam?
Yes, there is.
Okay, are you gonna swing around or just gonna beat the one?
I think I'm just gonna beat the one because when you beat the one and beat Galeem, that's about it. Do you need to beat both of them or?
It's just one of the things I do to round it out. But like, wouldn't they both be Master Hands?
But you can go back to the map. All right. Let the games.
Yeah, I think Master Hand. Well, yeah, Galeem has Master Hand, then Crazy Hand shows up elsewhere, right?
I guess. Well, we'll prepare for that. All right, folks, type it in the chat. All 0 of you, type it in the chat.
F's in the chat.
F's in the chat. F's in the chat.
That would imply that you're going to die.
I know.
Really, this should be pretty easy.
Actually, I think when I did it the first time, I got him.
Both are a pain. Just one? Just one's pretty simple. Did you want to jump up?
Ah, you missed. Another
Oh,
one.
wow. You snuck that in. Wait, how did you heal? Oh, do you just have a healing thing on?
I think I have a healing thing on.
Okay, 'cause I was gonna say, like...
Wow. That was pretty nasty cleanup there. Let's see if this goes to smooth gleam.
Yeah.
Bring me to him. Bring him to me. Let's see if I even remember their patterns and stuff like
Huh.
that.
Is there one from the... Because you got a lot of crap from that.
Well, we can go to the other side.
Is there a simple way to get to the other side?
No, there is not. You're going to have to go to the stars. Pardon me, folks. We're right back. Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko. Here we go. Do this thing up here. Yes. Oh.
Is this what you want?
Yes, this is what I want because I forgot how to get to the back to the. There it is. We go this way. We go here. We go up here. Great Wall of China.
I'm not sure they have the copyright for that.
Hey, leave them alone. They only had one shot. Take this path. I'm gonna go to the stars. Oh, I have to go that way, don't I?
Is it...
This is a load of
It's
biscuits.
definitely around.
Get it? It'd be a square because, you won't be all around. Other way.
Yes.
Nope. To the
Okay, I
moon.
was gonna say, like, you gotta be pretty damn close. Like, space is right there.
Nope, other way. To the moon.
Space. Now then...
Oh, no. Is it this one? There's the stars. Oh. I just needed one.
Well, now we know. Knowing is half the battle. Can you defeat him?
G.I. Joe. I think that's what I want. Yeah, this is good. All right, let's
King
do
Hippo?
it. Bring me Galeem. Bring your team, best team, into this no-frills battle. It's gonna be a mighty one. Wallop!
I feel like you could kind of call some of those things frills, but okay.
I would like to cosplay as Galeem.
Well, good luck. Oh, hey, they gave you platforms. How nice.
Oh, of course. Did they not give you platforms when you fought him?
Platforms.
Excuse me, Mr. Iron.
Though I do specialize at platforms, so. Does he have a state of...
Of knocked out? Yes, he does.
Okay. So you have, like, no idea where it goes... Well... I guess I should say, like, the very end. Because, yeah, like, you obviously know that there's a second.
Yes.
The goal is to hit him.
Shut up, you. Thank you for reminding
Wow,
me.
why did he...
Because of that.
Oh, because you activated a new stage. That looks somewhat dangerous. Oh, because he's got...
That's dangerous. They explode.
Yes. So I'll come back to me. Hit him in the balls.
I'm trying to hit him in the balls. Now he's getting upset. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
So, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep, come on.
Will
Come
you
on.
survive?
Come on, Gleam. It's you and me, buddy.
he does come on, are you going to be able to handle it?
There it is.
I'm hearing the clicky clacks. Almost.
Get away, get away, get away. There it is.
It's like, you're not going to just try and tank this, are you?
One more. That's it.
You did it.
Did it. You did it.
You killed the Seraphim.
Oh God, don't tell God. Thank you for cheering me on. Me too.
Wow.
What?
She just kind of like moved her head forward like she was going to try and... But she didn't fight you, so I don't need to. Yeah, nobody needs to get upset.
No. Wow, look at all those skill spheres. Nobody needs to get upset.
All right. Why would you need it, considering that you have just beaten the game?
Who? Did I? Did I? Let me show you this cutscene from our friends at Nintendo.
Yeah, I don't remember whether I knew about this before I played the game or not.
I think we all got excited, like, hey, we did it. Like, oh, look at Gleam go. No, Jesus.
I think there was a part of me that's like, but I cleared everything, but I don't have all the characters. So I think I did kind of know. They might have even shown off this.
Oh, boy. What have I done? We cracked the sky. Chicken Little.
Summon Shumagorath.
No! Dear God, no! What? Wow, the Gleam, the Lord of Light, defeated the darkness. See, when I read that as maybe we should have done that. Think of an eye. Blind as swallowed by shadow.
It's no longer the world of
Means
light.
puppets and puppet fighters fall under its control. Maybe we shouldn't have done that.
Okay, what was the
What a kid
alternative?
of darkness. Darkon. Well, probably just leave everybody alone and go home.
Okay. Sorry, people we didn't rescue.
Uh-oh.
Maybe you'll be fine. Maybe you enjoy being incorporeal.
Hey, look. It's another stairway. And sucked in.
Ooh. Actually, it's like, so you'd be like... He does make, like, the whiny, like...
The dark realm.
The whiny, harmed puppy noise.
I could go either one of three ways.
That is correct. Much like on the last map.
Well, there's that way. There's that way. There's that way. And there's that way. Yeah, but it's funny. Well, the question is, we've been playing for 3 hours and 2 minutes and it's 10:08. Do we continue with a little bit, or do we call it?
It's your call. I was thinking between 3 and 4 hours, so I'll sit through a little bit more if you want, or if you want to do it a bit early tonight, that's fine too.
Well, let's see the city way. Let's take the city way. Let's see what we come across. Chaos.
Around at the speed of... Okay.
Like how you sung that.
Well, now they're doing the other song. They're doing Thunder, Rain, and Lightning. Thunder, rain, and lightning. Danger, water rising. He's the Jello Man. He's not metal. Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
He's not going to continue to get bigger, is he?
No. Why did you come back so big? Well, this is an event. Hydro pump pushes fires off the stage. It's very difficult to escape the power of this current.
Translation, this one's kind of bullshit. Boy, people got so mad about that one time.
I remember that event. You remember that event? I remember that event.
Was that like a con, right? Again, I was doing like an extra light booth, right?
Yep.
And I think this was like Smash 4. And we were just gonna have a tournament, right?
Indeed.
There was not much going on at this con, so a lot of people were looking forward to the tournament because it was like the one thing. It's like, oh, okay.
Fair enough.
It was mostly just like a big dealer's hall. So, you know, once you saw all the sites, there wasn't much to do else.
Oh. Oh. Already?
people pretty hyped. And then, so we have this tournament, and I'm like, okay, there are going to be hardcore players here, and there are also going to be small children here.
Oh, boy.
What rule set do I make? Because items can be bullshit. But, like, if it's just like, oh, full competitive rules, then, like, any child that takes place in this is not going to have any fun, yes. So I settled on, like, a really weird rule set where I'm just like, okay, we turn off, like, all items other than ones that were available in, I think, like, the original Smash Brothers. And I think I also turned on, like, a few stages, like, unless it was from, like, Smash 64 or Melee, they were not turned on for, like, random stage selection.
Gotcha.
And there were, like, so many people that, like, bitched about how, like, we had items and everything. And one of them was, like, at one point, somebody used, like, a Pokeball and Kyogre came out, and they're like, oh, yeah, this is really fair and balanced.
What is this nonsense?
And I'm just there being like, just thinking, it's like, you're playing with children. You're playing with children. Could you not go all try hard?
Come on now, don't you want
Like,
that?
not only that, but, like, one of the people that was complaining about it the most was also, like, the one that was getting probably the most use out of them. I think he came in second, and then, like, an actual, like, young child, like, probably around 12, I'd say, who was cosplaying Link. He won the tournament, and,
Nice.
like, we were worried that it was going to be, like, the one try-hard guy that was, like, really complaining about, like, the format we used and everything. So when, like, the kid won, I think we were all just, like, kind of, like, I think we actually discussed it afterwards, but we were just, like, yeah, when we saw that kid was, like, the one that won, we were like, oh, thank God.
Like, we did it! We did it!
But yeah, I don't know. It is, like, really awkward. Then again, I think it's also probably partially, like, our social stuff. I think we talked about this before when we streamed Sonic. But yeah, it's, like, always really weird because people would just, like, congregate, like, just kind of stay there.
Yes.
And be like, oh, I'm going to just stand here and play Smash Brothers, even though it's supposed to be something, like, you come by, you play around, you talk about, like, about Extra Life, and then you go about your way. Maybe we convince you to fundraise or donate or something, right?
Indeed.
But, it's just always... I think the one that really bugs some of the other people, but it didn't bother me so much because I think I'm just more tolerant with, like, children.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I don't think they were necessarily upset with the children. But there was, like, this one time, I don't know why why the guild decided to do this, right? But we set up a stand at a food truck event, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had, like, a generator or something. I think it was generator. It was either that or we had, like, massive extension cords and somebody was nice enough to let us borrow power, but I think it was generator. And we were just, like, running Smash at the booth again. And, some parents would, like, stop by and they talk to us a little bit, but there were quite a few, like, parents or guardians that would stop by for a little bit and then just kind of leave their kid there. And then, like, the kid would just be there, like, oh, you just want to stay here and play, like, oh, you want to play a Pikachu game? And they'd be like, oh, yeah. And people were just getting, like, really annoyed because, like, at least the other people were getting kind of annoyed because we were, like, essentially babysitters.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, with me, it's like, well, I'm doing this to help out kids, so I don't really mind if, like, kids hang around. But I can kind of see why, like,
Like, we're not your guardians.
Like, yeah, I mean, if, like, something were to happen, I certainly wouldn't want to be like, oh my goodness, the child got run over by a fire truck. I thought you were watching them. And it's like, we don't do that.
Like, we're not your guardians.
We don't do that. We don't. So, yeah, like, I kind of get it. Though, yeah, for me, it was, like, what I talked about before, where they were, like, the grown-ass adults who were like, let's just stay here and play on these people's Switch for, like, hours. And it's just like, that's...
Like, I'm gonna need y'all to get up and go, please. Thank you.
Then there was the small child that messed with my save file.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, you son of a biscuit! You were doing good. You OD'd yourself. SD'd yourself. One of these things. I don't know.
Hopefully you didn't overdose.
I didn't. I hope I don't overdose.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have done some terrible things if it was like an adult person that had fucked with my save file. You don't do that.
Yeah, just...
You don't. And, like, really, all it did was bring up my death counter on Cuphead, but still. Still. Doing a round on, you know, like, doing a run on Cuphead is pretty tricky.
Indeed, that is.
So, you know, like, you don't want somebody else adding to your death count if you can be like, oh, I died this many times. It's like, well, it says you died this many times.
Didn't they switch the game, too? Like, it's not the one where they switched the game. They took the one
That
game
was
out.
the same one, yeah, where we were like, we set up something. I don't remember what it was, but then, like, a group of guys just were, like, hanging out, and they had some, like, weird camaraderie or something, like, seemed to be going on. They're like, what, have Steven, let's go on to the menu and see what else they have. Oh, they have the Steven Universe RPG. It's like, don't start playing an RPG at our booth. And it is partially on us for not saying anything. But yeah, it was kind of, I did feel bad because there were some kids that wanted to play, but they, like, came back after we'd shut down Smash. Because it's like, look, we obviously can't do Smash. We can't do Smash because the adults ruined it.
Adults ruined it.
Well, it's like the same thing with the Pokemon cards in the McDonald's, you know, like the McDonald's Happy Meal.
So crazy how the adults... It's not the kids who got worried about these days. It's the
Yeah.
adults ruining crap.
So, yeah, it was just one of those, it's like, and I'm like, can I get away with it? But yeah, like, the one guy I thought was, like, cool the first day because he was kind of hanging out and he was, like, kind of teaching some of the kids that were showing up how to play Smash. I'm like, yeah, this guy's kind of cool. And then, like, he started to become, like, insufferable, like, I want to say partway through that day, especially the next day when, like, it was just, like, all the adults hanging out. Like, I think somebody else had their copy of Smash, and he's like, oh, if only we had Sans. And I'm like, mine has Sans, but I don't want to encourage this.
Yeah, no.
Like, I do not want to play into your memer culture right now.
Memer culture?
Well, it's one of those, if it were just, like, if it were a casual gathering, it probably would have been fine. I probably would have been like, oh, yeah, I got Sans, ha ha ha.
How the heck did he... Oh, fix this. Fix this.
But
Something's
yeah,
not right here.
No, that happened. And like I said, at some point I just need to get, like, unusually good at it so I can just beat people. Because I told you that's what I did with ARMS, like, a few days later.
Yep,
Or just put in ARMS, and it was like, if somebody, you know, like, oh, you want to play around with ARMS? Like, it wasn't the stand around. It wasn't drawing people in like Smash was, but at the same time, it was the sort of thing, it's like, look, nobody knows how to fucking play this game. I am casually familiar with it, so I can destroy, like, anybody probably in this entire event hall, right?
Yep.
So, somebody comes up, they start playing a bit too long, I just whoop them.
Send in the ringer.
Hey, that's what I freaking did. Somebody did stop and they were playing a bit, and it was, like, one of the people who'd been hanging around, like, the previous day for a while, so I just was like, oh, here, let me play. And there was just like, pow, 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 pow. Like, knocked him the fuck out.
Like, this is not what I meant to do. Oh, God.
And then it was like, oh, well, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yup, uh-huh.
Thanks for playing the game. All right, remember, step right on up here. $5. $5. Guess your way here. $5.
It was just to get rid of him.
Let's clear the other side, and then I think we will call it.
Okay.
$5 here. Get your $5. $5. Clear the wait.
It's the Octolang. Lanes. Okay, would you be a squid or would you be an Octoling?
Probably an Octoling. What? Squids?
No, that's fine. I like both of them. I just go for squids personally because I have like a lot of time in with the squid,
And
so I'm
besides,
attached.
Squids get eaten more.
By the Japanese.
Well, by anyone who likes calamari.
Well, all the more to fight for them. But yeah, they lost the race war though.
Ooh. That's a comment.
It was really, you know Splatfest, right?
Yes.
There was one of them that was like squids, yeah, Inklings versus Octolings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And squids won. Of course, I could have. There's like a pattern that most of these games have, right?
Mm-hmm.
where like whatever the popular choice is, they're the ones that lose because it gets judged by I think like 3 criteria. It's like it's popularity, then regular matches, then ranked matches. So whoever gets the point in each of those win. So typically what typically happens is the popular team that has the most casual players in it, so they get a point for popular, and then they lose the other 2 categories, right?
Yeah.
So I looked at, like I was already going to choose Inkling because that's just who I like, right? And I like both of them like a lot. So it's not like a strong preference, it's just like a slight preference thing. But anyway, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, here's what's going to happen. 1, it's a race war, and that's normally really, really troubling and depressing, but here it's somehow hilarious. I guess just because of how low stakes it was. It just seems silly.
This is silly!
But I'm like, okay, the Octolings, they have like the darker backstory. They dress like in black more often. They're the edgy choice.
They're depressing.
That is what everyone is going to choose. That's going to be the popular one. Thus, it's going to be the side that loses. And I was right. I was absolutely right. Inklings won. We won.
The Inklings won again.
Every now and again, it won't work. Like the final Splatfest was Chaos versus Order, and Chaos won, which I thought it was going to be everybody chooses Chaos, but then Order wins.
Yeah, we all won Chaos.
Of course, I think it might have been because it was the last Splatfest, and people wanted to actually, let's not metagame this. Let's actually do this how we want. Because those were, like, some of the best matches I've ever freaking had in the game. Like, it's
glorious.
Well, yeah, it was like a lot of them were really good matches, like pretty close and everything. And it was just that level, like, the Splatoon format of how, like it's 4-on-4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, most of the matches, it felt like it was not one-sided. Well, not like nobody carried, I should say. Right? At least on most of the matches where, like I wasn't holding anybody back, but I wasn't carrying either. So it was just that perfect level of, hey, we're all about the same skill level. Let's have we just had really good matches. And I wish I could play that Splatfest again. It also had one of the coolest maps actually too, which I think you can play now, but only with custom matches. So you need people to actually fucking play with. You can't just do randos.
Bring me the randos.
But yeah, it was great. It's a shame that I don't know 7 other people who play Splatoon. I don't even know if I know one other person that plays fucking Splatoon.
You okay? You want to talk about it?
It very much, I guess I could get on,
Oh my god, he's huge.
I could probably get on a Reddit and make some matches, but it's one of those things that I don't feel confident enough in my skill, Where I feel like, I get a bunch of people who are, really into it, and then it just be me. It's like, la-di-da-di-da, I'm slightly above average. I am nowhere near pro. La-di-da-di-da.
Get away from me.
Oh, it's Creed.
Get away from me.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Why?
I guess it's partially on me.
Ow.
Partially on me for not taking the initiative to, seek out people, but I just wish...
Oh, this is bullcrap.
Was that him,
Just threw me off to the side,
Was that him, taunting in a way? It's just yeah, baby.
Yeah,
I got my guy not jetpack, but you know what I mean. My helipack. Yeah, I don't know. I wish, any of you fucking people would play fucking Splatoon. But no, Sam didn't like Splatoon 2 as much as Splatoon 1, which, I mean, I guess is fair.
Ooh.
I think... What did you do?
I broke his stomach.
I don't think you did enough damage for that, but, I mean, then again, I just saw it, so I guess that's what happened.
Can we get instant replay on that, please? Get away from me! Oh, I guess we'll take that.
I don't know. I just wish I had people to play, fucking Splatoon. But nope. Nope.
In the head.
Aaron doesn't play it, you don't play it. I don't think Clayton ever played it.
I'm sorry. Matt, ooh, what, sir, there's some things in your stomach. You want to get that checked?
He's pretty disgusting. Gross.
Disgusting. You're nasty.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll have more than like. How many friends do I have?
Wow. Don't do that to yourself.
There's you and there's Aaron, and if I count my brother,
I'm glad I'm on the list. I'm glad because
yeah, I have other people that like I don't really even know. Like I don't hang out with them enough, so it feels a little like disingenuous to call them friends. But I know some people treat it like a lot differently. Like some people will be like, "Oh, I had a pleasant conversation
oh, God,
with."
There's more.
Is Yuga, or whatever his song goes. But you know, like, oh, I had a conversation with him once, and we seem to get along. We are friends, and it's like, I mean, I think it should be a little more than that.
Like if I allow you in my home.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't
more
know.
than once.
I'm sure there's like a lot of people that I know that I was friends with that would still probably consider me friends if I asked, but we don't really hang out. So I don't know. But I do need people to play Splatoon with is like the overall point. If I had to give one reason why I wanted friends, it would probably be to play Splatoon.
This is absolute bullshit is what it is. Aha, you missed. Oh no.
I could try inviting people on Switch Online. Actually, maybe I'll do that once Splatoon 3 opens up, because people will actually be playing. Now it just seems like
That's not fair, because I was ready to shoot you.
a random invitation. Although, like, the problem is a lot of my friends on Switch Online are just random people that I had, like, Splatoon matches or something with. Like, there's a few from Smash, from when I would play that online. But for the most part, it is just, yeah, like, oh, I played a Splatoon match, and they seemed cool, so...
We like
if they're requesting, like, you know, if they're sending me a friend request, but it's one of those things, it's like, you're probably, like, a small child, and if I just randomly started talking to you, like, oh, let's play this game and get on voice chat, like, it'd be really, yeah.
Even I'd be like, let's think of another plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, I wouldn't be being, like, freaking weird. I wouldn't be freaking Shane Dawson having, like, you know, conversations like, so, da-da-da-da, like, he had some weird shit with.
Also, the cat was involved.
Well, there was that, too. I think he said that was a joke, but there was, like, one time where he was, like, asking, it's like, this is my 15-year-old cousin. Let's ask her about her sexual habits. And it's like, no, let's not.
Let's not do that.
Like, I wouldn't be doing that, but still, it'd be, like, kind of weird if there was, like, a 12-year-old or something, and they were talking to me, like, over Switch Online, and they're like, that is a very, you know, their parents came in, it's like, that's a very deep voice, and it's like, oh, yeah, this is Explosion, they're my friend in Splatoon.
He says he's 15.
And be like, oh. Like, even if you're, you know, like, even if it's completely innocent, it's kind of hard to, you know, and it's probably for the best too, because, you know, like, there are some creepy people. If being paranoid, you know, like, if parents...
Your day is coming, the law's been signed.
If being paranoid is what it takes to keep kids safe, then I'm for it.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, it just makes it harder to play Splatoon. I wouldn't need to worry about this if anybody in my friend circle would play fucking Splatoon. It's Hyrule.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's imprisoned.
Alright, well, let's defeat the imprisoned and we'll call it here.
Okay.
Because it's giant K rule, and I'm sure it's going to be one of those things. We're going to be here all night, kids.
Yeah. Again, if I branch into other people, I do know there's, like, one guy that is, like, a friend of an acquaintance that, like, I don't even know how to define him. But he plays Splatoon. I could bug him. Just kill the fat bastard.
No, I want him first.
No, you have a minute and a half. Okay, fine. Kill the fat bastard. I don't think he's doing anything.
And you wanted me to let him live and just kill the... I knew what he was up to. He was crawling.
There's a Gira him, but why not a Gira her?
Okay, well that took a lot quicker than I thought it was gonna be. So one more and we'll call it.
Oh, okay. Touch the statue.
That means I can come back here.
I'm the one who speaks the truth.
No, you're
That sounds
not.
like what her liar would say.
Exactly. I don't trust it.
Oh, it's him. That's not how you hold a sword, Navarre. You edgy bastard.
Edgy. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's an edgy. He probably... Yeah, he even has a killing edge.
It's a HP though.
Oh. I was like, you didn't deal that much damage. It's like, no, you cheesed it.
Cheesed it.
Congrats, by the way.
Thanks.
That wasn't how you're supposed to do it, but more power to you.
Murder him off to the side. Oh, fine. Well, what's over here then before we get... Oh? Oh? What's that?
Cancer.
Is that I am the courage lies with the hopeful girl who waits for her friend.
Saria?
What is happening here?
It's a mother and child. You must murder them.
I don't want to murder the mother and child.
What order shall you murder them in?
What the? Oh no, is that how this goes?
Shall you make the mother watch as the child is destroyed? Or shall you kill the child in front of her mother?
That's how it always goes. You kill the mother first, then the child.
Bambi.
That way the child will have a vengeance.
That's what villains do. They're just
Exactly.
like, they kill the parent and then they're like,
You're
not even with my time. And then like a billion years later you come back and kill him and it's like, oh no, who could have foresaw this incredibly cliched happening.
bonk on the head. I want the shrimp tempura.
Shrimp tampons.
Yes.
That's an odd, yeah. An odd
Yes, the
request.
shrimp tampons. 3 of which I found at work last week.
You?
No,
well,
God.
Thank goodness for that.
Ew. No, just in the drawer.
Well, then that's not really a big deal.
East, south, and then continue south. The invisible path calls for you. I feel like a lot's going to happen here.
Okay, when he says east, is he talking from that junction or from where he was standing?
West? I thought you said... Wait, east? I thought you said west.
I have not watched SpongeBob in so many years.
I'm going to take serious damage. If I can help it. Get this thing away from me. I don't want it.
Do you know what type he is?
I don't care. I just want him dead.
Well, I have good news.
I'm doomed, aren't I? He's already dead.
He's Ghost. He's Ghost Fairy.
I don't want any of it. Ah, he's gone. Suckle on that. Did I go east?
Where did you go?
I don't know. Where did I go east?
Oh yeah, I want to do the West joke again.
Would
you go east or did you go west? You went north.
Okay, so
I don't know whether, yeah, it's saying east, then south, then more south. So is it like east and now you're there?
South.
Or, okay, I guess. It's me, Mr. L.
Oh boy.
I am very strong. Not weak like Luigi.
Liar.
If I were Luigi, it would be called Super Luigi Brothers. Oh, Waluigi, that reminds me of something. Like, I think it was the Game Awards that did it, right? But there was like some tweet online where there, you know, it was one of those easy engagement things where it's like, what is the most underrated Nintendo character?
Second Mario.
Well, somebody was like, most underrated, it's this guy right here. And it was like Waluigi, and it was like, no. No, you cannot have that many people being like, put Waluigi in Smash, I love Waluigi, Waluigi. He's not overrated, you don't understand the word. And then somebody, like, kinda rejoined, they were like, go back.
Go back.
Down.
We did it. We did
I
it.
suppose so.
Go back here. North, west, north, then continue north. Dive in with courage. So north.
Couldn't you just sneak around?
No, I feel like it's one of those things where you have to do it.
Maybe you're right.
North, west, north, then continue north. That's how we get to that cancer-looking thing.
Cool. Yeah, what was that?
I work in escape rooms. I should know.
Anyway, what?
You just throw a nut at me?
He shot you.
With this nut.
I completely forgot what we were just talking about.
The thing.
That's not very specific.
That we were talking about the poem, or we were talking about before the poem.
What?
The darn thing. The owl. One of us is an owl. Who? Exactly.
I don't think that was it, but we'll go with that. I mean, before I told you to go south again, but anyway. I'm sure I'll watch this back and be like, oh, you're stupid, you have no memory. I'll be like, what?
You have the memory of it. Oh my god, Grandpa's just sitting in there watching the whole thing. Oh my god, he's gonna come out, isn't he?
Oh, Grandma's dead.
No, Grandpa!
Yeah, I'm saying.
Grandma is not... Wow, that was a...
Wrinkly Kong is actually dead.
Okay, well, he's in the house.
Yeah, his wife is dead.
His wife may be dead, but he's not dead.
I'm just saying, he doesn't have much to do because his wife's dead.
So north, west...
What's he gonna do? Take some Viagra to you know use to play with himself? I don't think so.
Oh my god.
I mean, maybe he does. I don't know what Cranky's
And
up
on
to.
that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's just make sure we just ignore that statement that was just made. We are not sponsored by Viagra.
I mean, but if they wanted to.
Of all the things we want to be sponsored by, we want to be sponsored by Viagra. Really? We're going to act as a guard for them. Stop throwing your leaves at me.
Did you realize this is Woodman? Now if you have killed
Over
both
them.
of them.
All they want to do is just throw leaves. Leaves.
Ah, yes, Woodman.
Leave.
So north, and then also north. Oh,
Oh, good God.
Oh, okay. So you're not controlling that. You're just like, well, guess I'll go.
Beat the children! I got excited.
Oh, yeah.
Put her in the house.
The Woodman.
Put her in the house.
The Woodman thing, though, it reminds me of something really weird. There's like this one iteration of Mega Man. It's called Mega Man Fully Charged, where they like reimagine a lot of the Robot Masters and everything, and the world's it's kind of just like weird, just like overall. But anyway, like all of the villains seem to have personality disorders. And Woodman, he was like part of this big human versus robots like war, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he has like PTSD, like induced schizophrenia, like paranoid schizophrenia, and he's just like out in like the forest. The crab is going to hit you.
Well, and of course, the perfect timing that had to go up and hit me up there. That's just you know what? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Anyway, he's in the forest just talking to like rocks and trees, thinking that he's still in the middle of like an undercover like jungle mission. And he just like attacks anybody that gets close. It's just There's something kind of sad about it, but also something kind of funny about how, like, frickin' Woodman, one of the weirdest robot masters, has been reimagined to be, like, a ninja, pretty much. Like a super soldier ninja just hanging out in the forest, being, like, frickin' weird. But yeah. It's not, like, a great show, but it did get, like, a million times more interesting when I realized that, like, pretty much every character, well, like, every main villain had, like, a disorder.
Hmm.
Like, what was that bizarre one's name? I don't remember.
Ooh.
But yeah, like, Airman had, you know, Airman was narcissistic because of, like, his inferiority complex.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Oh, no, stop. Go back. What are you doing? Go back.
Fireman had anger issues.
What do you... So, wait.
Is that not the... I thought that was the way to go, huh? Or wait, it opened up something down there, right? Maybe that's the thing. Whatever path it opened up for you in the main part.
So I guess I'll go
But
back.
yeah.
What? Now, I didn't mean to do that. Now, go back.
Iceman took everything literally. So there
Get out of town. Okay.
We'd be like, oh man, these people need to chill out. And he's like, ah yes, I shall freeze them now.
No.
It's like,
No.
Don't do that, please.
No, don't do that.
Please. But yeah, what was that one? Huh. There's like one character that was like a kleptomaniac, pretty much.
Oh, that was... wow.
Okay, it's pretty much sudden death as soon as that hits. I'm trying to think of like what other villains there were. Oh yeah, Electman was pretty much on crack. Cause yeah, he would absorb electricity and get like super hyper and like really manic. So it's like, oh, you're pretty much on crack. And then typically whenever Mega Man would copy their powers, like the first time he used them, he would kind of sort of take on like whatever nasty traits they had. And he just got like addicted to electricity the first time he used Electman's power. Just like, oh, this is odd. I'm trying to remember. I feel like I think Wave Man just had like massive anxiety.
Well,
and Drill Man had daddy issues. Daddy issues. Like, I think he was a perfectionist because, like, whatever he did was, like, you know, whatever he wanted to do wasn't good enough for his dad. Because apparently robots had dads in this, and you did meet, like, Drill Man Sr. at one point. But yeah, no, it's just... super interesting show once you actually, like, you know, if you make it interesting, pretty much.
I will kill your sibling.
No, the perfectionist was Cutman, actually, now that I think about it. He wanted everything, like... He had, like, OCD, where he was, like... He started out as... like, a gardener. So he would, like, clip hedges and everything, and when people messed it up, it, like, drove him crazy. And then they're like, hey, do you want to be evil? Or, like, no, I think they infected him with something. But, yeah, he's like, hey, do you want to, yeah. He, like, became evil because, like, people kept on messing up his bushes.
Stop messing up my bushes.
And then Gutsman had, like, a weird eating disorder where he would just, like, want to eat, like, everything. And then he would, like, turn that into energy to, like, you know, just wreck people. But, yeah. Oh, my.
Oh, this isn't good.
It's not great.
Well, I won.
I mean, yeah, I guess that works.
Like I said, get rid of me.
And then Meta Knight were Tattle and Tail.
Tattle and Tail.
Yep, those are his two fairy buddies. Everyone would know this.
Yes.
But yeah. Wasn't it around the... Okay.
Ooh, there's one.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got around here. What does this say?
I think you already
I
did
did
this.
that one. Oh, that path cleared up, so I could go that way.
Yep.
Hey, look. He's got the cancers.
Ooh,
Ooh, this looks bad.
Yeah, there's a part of me that kind of almost wants to rewatch that show. Just because of...
This looks bad.
You know what's weird about that show, though, too? They did a sequel that was a comic book, and, like, the cartoon seemed very much geared towards children, right?
Mm-hmm.
The comic seemed like it was geared towards, like, edgy teenagers. Because they were like, yes, the bad guy in this is Skullman, and he's like, we're going to start a war for robot independence. Hundreds will die, but da-da-da-da-da, and it's like, okay.
But it's a risk I'm willing to take.
Okay. And yeah, just shit happened. I don't know if it'll ever continue, but you know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day, and maybe it'll be fun, or maybe it won't be fun. Maybe it'll be fun. But then they gave him a human sister, even though he already had a robot sister named Roll, who was great. And that was who I played in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
That child would not die. Good God.
He's the strongest Link.
But he's not the best Link. Hit a point with this item to stun them with a Deku nut.
I think he's the highest tier in this game, and, like, canonically...
Oh, what does that do? Oh, we're restoring the Triforce. That's what gets rid of the darkness. I like it.
It's also what floods Hyrule.
And that too. Well, folks, now that we know we've gotten one piece of the Triforce back,
Yep.
we shall continue next time and continue to get the rest of the pieces. Hope you've had a great time watching.
The VOD.
The VOD! Yes, thank you for watching the VOD as well. Bye, folks. We'll see you next time.
And please...